What?
And I'm going to give you one opportunity because we're friends.
Winner!
Who gives a shit about where the ball's been?
Yeah, F him. They went from loving this guy, best move ever, to hating him.
I think it's the most ridiculous thing in the world.
I love it because it tells you how the game was played.
There's nowhere for him to go. Literally, I think there's one place.
You can't do that in the national team. Do I look like I'm freaking kidding?
He does things that are absolutely insane.
Successful and sexy? No. It wasn't aggravating at times? Yes.
Sorry,
That's not very fair.
It's not about being fair.
Welcome to the greatest soccer show ever.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the weekly recap from We Are Soccer. Woo! It's international break. My international team's playing. Your international team's playing. His international team's playing. We're all having fun, right? Everybody's team is winning and playing well. No. International break sucks. This is boring. I hate it. It's all I got. I'm telling you right now, I'm pissed off. I don't like it. I want to watch my club team play. I want to talk club soccer. That's where I really want to be right now. But here we are in the middle of another international break. Oh, and guess what? There's another one coming up in 4 weeks' time. Great. Blech. International soccer can you know what. All right, before we get in and introduce the boys here, I do want to say a big thank you to our partners in crime, Soccer World. You can visit them at soccerworld.net online for all your soccer gear needs. Next Level Training, Aaron Burr, Scotty, Renato, Dylan, Bilal, the boys. We actually just did an interview with Aaron this past week. Go ahead and look on our YouTube channel for that. Awesome interview with Aaron. And big thank you to Dog and Pony Show Brewing. We appreciate the guys over there. Happy birthday to Jake, one of our favorite barmen at Dog and Pony Show. We are drinking the Colonel Lager today. Appreciate it, boys. And a big thank you to the Michigan Jags. The Michigan Jags. Ooh, man. Our kids just got into league play. It's going to be an exciting year, I can tell you that. The Jags are creating some of the best possible soccer experiences for every player, regardless of skill level. All right. So it's not just me here in the studio by myself. I do have the boys with me. Over there, I've had to tell them to stop lifting up the chairs and having contests. Muscle Island, I tell you what, Danny and Nate, they just keep lifting things up and seeing who can lift more weight. It's bizarre. Boys, Muscle Island, how we doing?
Sorry, we're in the middle of lifting things up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your phone
Lifting
at the moment?
up our hearts. Because we all had a good weekend.
No, we didn't.
No,
We didn't.
Nope.
We all had a good weekend.
And we don't lift things. We squeeze
I
things.
did.
We've
I
already
did.
established
I did.
this.
Listen, he didn't wear a lacrosse shirt, so he... Oh, wait, he hasn't been introduced yet. He doesn't exist until
Does not
that.
exist
Does not
yet.
exist. We all had a average weekend.
Very poor weekend.
We all had a okay weekend. Do we have to have the same weekend?
No, we don't, but I think we all really did.
Well, my weekend wasn't that
It was a crap weekend. Let's just say it how it is. It was just a crap weekend.
I mean, I went to this like jump park with my kids today. It was kind of fun, you know. That was kind of cool. They're flying around, and my daughter took a go-kart. The 4-year-old went right into a wall. Oh, you mean football-wise? Oh, that was shit-tacular.
Well, it is a football show.
Oh,
Occasionally we talk about
Well,
friends and couch loving and
I don't
all
know,
that sort of stuff. But
I threw me off with the lacrosse stuff.
well, we are usually talking about lacrosse or
And I thought we were talking about a weather map last
crazy
week.
nonsense that the guy to the left that's not been introduced yet comes up with.
There was weather involved last week with the weather map. Weatherman.
Big
Yes.
argument on heat maps and weather
Heat-
maps and heat indexes, yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's a lot of colors also on Craig's shirt.
Ooh, yes.
I really just don't know what to do with my time right now because, like, I usually do some type of wacky thing, but then Craig said no. He hates it. He hates me.
He's a controlling bastard, that Craig, isn't he?
That Craig. I had a good one revved up.
Mm.
Yeah, I was going to call you the best soccer podcast host in Michigan.
Maybe I should let you do that intro. You want to do that intro?
Can't now. I have no prep time.
All right.
I needed at least 2.5 minutes.
All right. Well, listen, we are going to get into it in a little
I
bit.
was going to
here.
call Danny the sexiest man from Manchester.
Oh, he actually is. I think he has
Yes.
an award for there.
does.
But before we jump into soccer talk, we are going to introduce the last member of the team, but not last in our hearts. It's Brooks. Stato Arigato, Mr. Robato. Brooks, how are you, my friend? You did a lot of soccer watching in the state of Michigan this weekend.
Yeah. yeah, since let's see. Well, yeah, it technically started Monday when I had to go to Western Michigan and watch them play Butler. Then Thursday night, Michigan State plays Dayton, and then drove to Bowling Green, Ohio, to watch Bowling Green play DePaul. Went to University of Trent Mercy last night to watch them play Green Bay, Wisconsin, and then 12 to 5:30 p.m. at Schoolcraft to watch Wolves play Midwest United from next. So yes, I have been everywhere. I've sat and watched a lot of soccer, talked to a lot of people. It has been a busy last 4 or 5 days.
You need to start singing that song. I've been everywhere, man. I don't know
have.
the rest of it, to be honest.
Oh, what was the commercial that used to do that? Was it a travel commercial?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
know.
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. Yeah.
I
that's
yeah,
it,
believe
yeah.
it was a
Speaking-
truck commercial.
Yeah.
Yes.
Speaking of country, I had another video submission from someone who claims to be my cousin. We will show that later. Apparently, the guy lives in Mississippi and drinks moonshine. Dumb mother, you know what?
Is that the guy who bit the penis in Ann Arbor?
No, that's definitely, yeah, that guy definitely was a cousin of mine.
Danny, can you just admit that your weekend was shit because you were too far from me? And get on with it. We know that's what it was.
Well, we haven't spoken in a few days.
yeah.
And we had a moment this afternoon, but it was a moment predicated on the fact that Brooks pissed me off in a text message. He did, really did.
I
Right?
had to talk you down that one.
You know, you did. You had to talk me off the ledge. So
we will get to that.
I piss a
That's
lot of
gonna be
people
a
off.
Fun one.
You don't piss me off, buddy. Hey.
I know. You don't piss me off either.
Hey. I'm like Switzerland over here.
one
Hey.
word out of your mouth tonight about lacrosse, and it's going to get real.
Oh.
Nate, no one has
I
ever
think I'm
called you
gonna do a lot of.
Switzerland.
You're giving me ammunition here, so get ready.
I'm like Denmark over here. Yay.
Denmark.
I watched the Denmark-Finland game.
No,
Two powerhouses going at it.
you like
God, that fucking, you know.
you like friends, mate. Just
What?
waving the white flag in between me and Brooks. Oh,
Easy. Before you were on here, I've had 1 or 2 spouts with the Brooks.
All right, boys, we are going to jump
Apparently, I'm
into it.
confrontational.
It is international break. We have had the U.S. men's national team play. England have played. Germany have played.
Their last game with Hansi Flick.
Their last game with Hansi Flick, as you said. Yep, we'll talk about that shortly. Why don't we jump in and talk about U.S. men's national team? Berhalter is back. Berhalter ball is back. And they played the powerhouse of Uzbekistan. Yes, ranked 75th in the world. They came calling to St. Louis. It was a 5:30 kickoff on a Saturday, which pissed me off because I'm sorry. 5:30 kickoff? Come on. Make it a little later. At least I can go to the bar and drink and watch it. 5:30 in the afternoon? No, that ain't going to work. I actually do think they planned that 5:30 kickoff in order to avoid some college football headline matchups later in the day. So whether that's true or not, I do not know. Anyway, Uzbekistan came calling 4 minutes in. Tim Weah made it 1-0 USA, and we were going to run away with it. And then no. No, that was terrible. And I know I've seen a lot of conversations within the We Are Soccer Facebook group. I've done a lot of reading on this, and everybody's blaming Berhalter because Berhalter is back and he wanted to play this controlled game and he wanted to do blah, blah, blah. No, this is on the players, I think. This is absolutely on the players. There was some sloppy play. Listen, if Uzbekistan had a striker who could actually score, that game would have been 2-1 at halftime, but unfortunately for Uzbekistan, they don't have any strikers. I don't think any of their players could actually score in a brothel. They are that bad. Terrible from Uzbekistan. 3-0 is a very flattering score for the USA. Let me put it that way.
Wait, so you're putting this on the players?
Absolutely, 100%.
So the players looked like gun-ho, really nice, attacking, fun to watch under BJ, and then with one game under Greg Berhalter, all of a sudden they are shit or not looking good. Come on.
They looked terrible.
This is
They
Greg playing Greg.
Is it
ball.
Greg giving the ball away, sending Uzbekistan on breakaways?
maybe it was because the kickoff time was at 5:30 to make way for college football. And maybe if you put more emphasis on soccer being the primary sport in this country, you'd be actually better.
Maybe if you attended the game, it would have been better.
He's just
Listen, I have a hard enough time watching England at the minute, Brooks. I'm not going to drive over to St. Louis Stadium just to watch the US men's take.
You were right in
take
St.
a
Louis.
Shit
You were
against
right.
Uzbekistan or whatever the bloody hell they're called.
Uzbekistan?
And you, being the US men's national team expert, watched 7 minutes of the bloody game.
Because I had a college game to go watch, and it was at 5:30. Like
Well,
Craig
therein
said,
lies the priority: college football for you or college soccer for you over the men's national team. So don't give me shit
it's
about.
kind of my job if our clients need information on players. And I
All
have to
right,
go.
ladies.
So,
All right,
anyways,
and
I
back.
thought they Uzbekistan clearly was trying to. And again, these are friendlies, right? So you got to take it. My feeling is a friendly. Take it with a grain of salt, unless you're Germany, and I'll explain why later.
Yes.
You're working things out. You're trying things out. You're trying to combine. You're trying to do stuff. You're trying to figure things out. It's first game back. Weah's goal looked amazing. They did look at times good going forward, but it was lethargic. And it's honestly, I'm sorry, but this was. We've seen this before from Greg. It was the typical Greg Berhalter match.
He likes to control the game where he can. I get it, but man, it was sloppy. It was just sloppy.
Has he sorted that nonsense out with Giorena yet?
No, he's still on
Reina's
the
injured,
outskirts.
so he
Far,
wasn't
far
in
from
camp.
it.
And
Yeah.
here's the other thing. I'm
He's back
sorry,
in with the 23s with Dortmund. I saw.
and not to take the crap.
Right?
Not to take the crap. I don't know why is Tim Ream playing?
Because he plays for Fulham.
Well,
I don't care.
St. Louis is his
Oh,
hometown.
because it's a popularity contest.
St. Louis is a hometown, so he probably wanted at least to play one match there. I mean, I can't imagine he's going to be in 2026 unless
There's no way he's 35. So if that was his send-off match, okay, but they should have made that known. Otherwise,
Yeah.
there's zero reason to have Tim Ream on that field when your future doesn't lie with him going forward, and you really need to sit there and figure it out.
Yeah.
And again, it's
But isn't that the problem with every national team? Popularity contest picking.
pretty much.
Because he plays in the Premier League and he plays for Fulham, that's why he's being picked?
well,
Or is it because of the sexy arm brace that he wears?
no, it's probably because
He has good hair too.
It's Berhalter likes, if he's comfortable with you and likes you, he's going to ride and die with you. And that's kind of how it is with Tim Ream. And he looks at him and goes, well, he's a captain. He's inspiring players and he's the leader. I heard his press conference afterwards, and that's what he had to say about him. And that's why he's on the squad. But my thing is, that's great and all. And I don't disagree with him. And I'm not saying he's a bad defender. He plays in a great league, but he's not your future. After 2 years, he's not going to be in the Premier League. He's not going to be a 37-year-old center back, playing in the Prem. He's probably back to MLS, and then he's just another MLS guy. No offense, Brooks. Anywho,
Can I just interject and say something really quick?
no,
I can't.
Do it.
You can. I'm just kidding. I just wanted to see.
Isn't it so nice and so refreshing to see Nate in such a calm, relaxed atmosphere? Because right about now, 6 days ago, he was having an epileptic fit and almost stroking out on the table. And right now he's so calm and reserved talking about the U.S. men's national team.
I don't remember last week. Anyways,
So
last week's a blur.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I do want to dive in though, Nate.
Yeah.
You want to put
Yeah.
that back on the coach rather than the players? The players they kept giving the ball away in the back. They kept, going forward. Once they got anywhere near the final third of the field, they were clueless. It's like they had been asleep for the last 7 years. They didn't know what they were doing. It just seemed
this is where it's hard to. And I'm not trying. Okay, everyone. Oh, you're supposed to comment on the game. I don't know what Greg Berhalter's instructions were. I don't know what he was trying to accomplish. I don't know if he was saying, "Listen, I don't want to go back." Not direct. I want you guys to play a certain way, and if that, and in doing so, trying to play his way, caused this shit to happen. Versus BJ, who seemed to go, "Let's go, baby," and just let him play. The last thing I will say is, and then.
Brooks has his hand up. We will let him talk shortly.
Greg Berhalter even said, hey, we failed to get the ball behind the defense, right?
Yep.
And he said that in half. But if you're going in, because the stats are about the same, 63% possession, 63% percent possession, first and second half. So if you're dominating possession and you go into the half and go, hey, we're not getting the balls behind the defense and we're not opening up them defensively, and that's what we need to do, then what was your tactical adjustment in order to have that happen? Because you had enough possession of the ball in order to make that happen. It wasn't like they were struggling for percentage-wise, possession of that ball, yeah, they could have had the bad giveaway or two here or there, everywhere, but the majority of the time when you have possession like they did the first and second half, you think you would make whatever adjustment is needed considering you're controlling in order to do that. And yet again, not able to do it.
Not able to do it. Brooks?
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Heat map.
Heat map boy.
No, I'm not. I'm not talking about stats right now.
Oh.
You're looking at your computer. What are you going to say? Let's go.
I was.
Well,
giving-
you got to come up with something good. You had a hand in the air for 2
I
minutes.
am.
Name
I was
talking.
leaving a comment for someone on our
Oh,
Facebook
ooh.
page.
Don't forget to read out comments today, boys.
Yeah.
Thank you for everybody
I
watching.
mean, I'm just being nice before I talk, so I'm
All right.
being yeah.
What do you got?
Listen, did anyone watch the press conference before all this friendly nonsense began and whatnot? Did anyone watch when he came back and he was, did anyone watch that YouTube video I sent in the group?
No.
Nope.
Yep. Alrighty, you guys are awesome. So,
Nope.
well,
It's
in
a
that,
YouTube video in the group?
well, the U.S. Soccer put one, and there was, it's on YouTube. You can find it. So, in that
our
press,
group, you sent a YouTube video?
in our group chat,
Oh.
yes.
Was I in that group chat, or
Can
is
I-
that the one I'm not invited to?
Can I talk?
Well, I'm just asking specific questions. You asked a question.
It's
I'm
in our.
responding.
It's in our.
Just shut up for a minute.
All right, Brooks. What were you going to say? Let's go. What was with the press conference?
Okay, so if you went back and anyone watched that, he stated that he still has Callahan's coming back to the coaching staff. He's bringing in a coach from La Masia Academy and obviously Barcelona, which there's the connection is Nico Estevez, who was in La Liga, who was with the men's national team, that's now coaching with FC Dallas. And then they're also bringing in a goalkeeper coach from Gladbach. Now, the structure of the style, in my opinion, that Berhalter plays is he wants to play this Spanish-style soccer, which makes sense with bringing the La Masia coach because that's just, he's going to teach the Spanish game. As you and I were talking about, Craig, beforehand, before the show, is that it is in my theory that they don't have the players to play the way he wants to play. He's living in a dream world. He doesn't have the midfielders that can turn and be like Messi, Iniesta, Xavi, like they're Busquets. They're far from it. They don't have the vision. They don't have the quickness to play in the midfield. And I think he joysticks them, and he's telling them what to do all the time. Whereas BJ Callahan, I strongly believe, was letting them free flow, and just play, be themselves, pick up the ball where they needed to. There wasn't a system and certain structure. BJ was making them play within. Now that Greg is now controlling everything. I think that's where he falters. He's been a mediocre MLS coach. He's never won an MLS title. He didn't do well over in Norway. He's a mediocre coach who had a decent World Cup last year. I don't think he's never been good in the final third with teams scoring goals. So there we go.
All right.
He's not the man.
Thoughts?
I'm gonna agree with you, Brooks. I am.
Thank you.
Holy
I am gonna agree with you, Brooks.
I like
because-
your hair tonight, by the way.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I'm gonna
What just happened?
I'm gonna agree with Brooks because during the BJ Callahan era, when Berhalter was on sabbatical or gardening leave or
Yeah, whatever.
leave is whatever you call it. What's going on in sports right now?
He was pulling a Manchester United.
Yes, when he was pulling the Manchester United, the standard of football wasn't great before that. I mean, he did well in the World Cup. We talked about that a couple of months ago on the show, but some of those performances over the summer under BJ Callahan were absolutely terrific.
Sure.
He had the players playing well. And to be honest with you, when there was that rumor of Berhalter coming back or not, we all thought that BJ would be the natural replacement to take over because he did have him playing such free-flowing football. So whether or not BJ is going to be involved moving forward is still undetermined. But I would like to see him stay involved in some capacity. But yeah, I agree with you.
I
Brooks.
think he'll do the analytics part of the game again, like video review for a lot of the players. I think from my understanding from people within, they really value him for that. That was when he was with Philly Union with Jim Curtin. He was very good at that, preparing players for the opponents and breaking down video with players. And I've heard nothing but positives of what he's done for the U.S. men's national team players. So I think he's a huge help on that, and I think that's extremely important. But you can't joystick players. I'm sorry. These guys are 20-some years old. They've been playing pro and high-level competition. If you're thinking you're going to go joystick players, like, I don't know, honestly tell Christian, like, if I was Pulisic or kind of like, fuck off Berhalter. Don't stop joysticking me and let me just play.
Whoa.
Let me just play.
So,
All I
So,
heard was
it-
I just heard one thing from him.
yeah, don't.
Just one thing. He didn't say it, but I'm going to say it. Lucio Costa is going to be on the U.S. national team soon.
Something different.
Yeah.
Possibly.
And I know Tanner
Well,
Tessman
yeah.
didn't play well, and I know you said that. I've seen him seen him play for when he was 16, playing for FC Dallas's reserve team, and I watched him play when he got into the first team. He's been doing well at Venezia. He needs to probably move on to a higher level, but I think that's something different other than Luca De La Torre and some of the other midfielders he brings in. And then Luciano Acosta comment there, like he's different. He brings something different to the game when he comes in. He's got vision. He can play more of that possession style.
Well, he didn't show it on Saturday.
I'm talking about
Tanner-
Costa. for
Costa,
that one.
sure. That it would be interesting to see where he fits in. Tessman was a black hole. Every time he got the ball, it went in the other direction. I'm pretty sure absolutely one of the breakaways was his fault. And the first 5 minutes, whenever he touched the ball, it was directly given away or out of bounds. Horrible. Anyway, yes, lots to work on. And here come the powerhouse of Oman. Yeah, I have no idea where that country is or what they are ranked, to be honest, but they are coming to the USA, and they will be playing U.S. men's national team this Tuesday in Minnesota. I believe Minnesota United. What's the name of the field there? I've been there several
I think it's
times.
Allianz Stadium.
That's it. I've been there several times.
And there's
couldn't
like
remember.
3 Allianz stadiums around
Yeah.
the whole entire world.
Yep.
yeah.
So Oman come to town. We will see if Greg Berhalter goes back to his first team starting lineup. I mean, that was a pretty strong starting lineup. It would be interesting to see who he puts there. Nate, you have your hand up.
Yeah, just a couple chats here because they're coming in hot and heavy. You know, this Bryce Nicholson says, knowing Brooks and Craig and seeing them together on a podcast is a sight to see. Emirates taking the ever-living piss out of Brooks for quite some time until he goes, yeah, actually, I kind of agree. And then he goes, agree on Calhoun. Can't believe I am agreeing with Brooks. And then he commented, don't you just feel that the product under BJ was just more exciting to watch? I do too. Our man Junior there, I believe I saw JB on the bench yesterday, but he's probably just doing analytics. Some sexy guy named Danny Price agreed with Scott Emmerich. Good stuff. Michael Tyson comes in. Is it USA Soccer at fault? Isn't it USA Soccer's at fault for hiring JB? I mean, they picked him to come back. Victor, shocked about someone using the F word.
That was Brooks. Brooks, that was you.
I can't believe you got that in.
Naughty.
Sorry.
No.
I mean, you guys.
Get
use
your
that
hands
all the
away
time.
from your face.
You got him fired up.
That's it. Keep
Oh,
your,
sorry.
Yeah, you
Is
go.
the camera
Keep-
so low now?
Actually, Scott said that was
Keep
an
your face
improvement.
open.
What was an improvement?
The hands over your face.
Of course.
He-
Scott Armor Real Estate. Go find if you need a house. Go ahead.
He's not sponsoring us.
Yeah, what the F? All right.
Well,
all right,
we've
boys.
argued so much. I feel like I just need to give him a plug there. So
All right, boys, listen up. All right, so it is Tuesday. I think it's an 8:30 kickoff, so thank goodness I'll be home. I can drink beers. It'll be Oman coming to town against the U.S. men's national team. Again, you have your hand up, Nate.
I got late breaking news. We got an inside source here on the Oman squad. Apparently,
boy.
Junior represented Oman during his high school model UN, and
Done.
there's not much to tell. So he's in it. He's our inside source in the Oman group.
All right, well, I want a prediction. I want people's predictions. What is going to be the score? And I got to be honest. I predicted 5-0 for USA versus Uzbekistan.
I'm
I
gonna-
thought we were going to walk away with it, and obviously that did not happen.
Oh, a nice
I'm going to predict
guess.
another 5-0. 5-0. What are people predicting the score is going to be again for U.S. men's national team against Oman?
I'm going to do a nice 2-0 with 80% possession and a goal in the first 3 minutes, followed by the goal in a 90th minute, just for funsies. Real exciting stuff. Real attacking football.
we
No
want,
actual attack. It's like a attacking slap fight.
I tell you what, they
Coming
play
at
like
you,
that
man.
again. I am going to kick Greg Berhalter. Yes, Brooks?
Oh, I do want the stats for the Uzbekistan game after we talk about our predictions for the Oman game.
Do we want? No, wait, I thought you gave us the stats. No,
I did
for
not. I
Uzbekistan?
told you my.
No, we don't need the stats.
All right, that's fine.
It was a garbage game. to be
Uzbekistan did
I thought-
outshoot the U.S. men's national team, by the way.
honest. Give me a break. What?
Yeah.
What was the? Give me the shots and shots on goal. What?
Shots 15-13. Uzbekistan Shots on goal, U.S. 6, Uzbekistan 3.
Yeah, shots on goal is what matters.
Yeah.
Me shooting up into the rafters doesn't matter.
Uzbekistan did block 4 shots compared to USA's
Yeah,
2.
I
'cause
mean,
they
that's
packed
not
it in.
surprising. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not
And
surprising.
about 65-36 possession.
What did you say? What time did you say the game is on Tuesday?
I think it's 8:30. I want to say an 8:30 kickoff.
So probably around 5 o'clock. Then I'm going to take an injection of propofol so I can, sleep for
I'm gonna
4
come by.
days until the Premier League starts again next Saturday
gonna
because
come-
this international crap is
it's
nonsense.
garbage, isn't it?
I'm coming by the flat with coffees and American food. So get ready to be fat.
Nate's barbecuing.
And
I
we're
want
gonna
in
watch
on
USA.
that. How come we don't get the invite, Brooks?
Actually, last time that I did invite you over and you bailed.
Mm.
Or you didn't even bail. You didn't even respond, which is a common theme with you.
That sounds like me.
It's a really common theme with you. We throw something in the group chat and you just ignore it.
I think he's upset when you asked to go for beers on Saturday and Danny was in St. Louis and you're like, what the hell? Or he's like, what the hell?
Yeah,
I was complete. That
Yeah.
pissed me off.
You know, in reality was Craig was 100% up for beers until he found out Danny was in Seattle. Then all of a sudden he canceled all plans.
You mean St. Louis?
Whatever.
He wasn't in Montreal, though.
He could have. Oh, thank God. I'd be asking if he's okay.
All right, boys. I do want to get to some of the other international games. We're going to talk about 2 other international games today. One is going to get people fired up. The other one will get people laughing. Let's go with the fired up one. All right.
Yay.
England won. Ukraine won.
Powerhouse.
Oh, my God. What the F is Jordan Henderson doing on the field? Why is Maguire starting in the back? And how did Calvin Phillips make the squad? I don't know. And you know what? I could go on all day about it. I could yell and scream, but I think I'll let someone else do it. Danny, have at it, my friend.
As a kid, I loved watching England play. Paul Gascoigne,
Yeah.
Gary Lineker, Beckham, Gerrard, Scholes, Lampard. As a kid, I used to really, really enjoy watching England play. But over the years, the FA and Gareth Southgate have completely diminished it. They really have. Picking players picking players based off a popularity contest who are bench players for their clubs is just all kinds of wrong. And the more I think about it, and the more it enrages me, and the fact that it's an absolute disgrace that an England manager is selecting Jordan Henderson and Calvin Phillips over James Ward-Prowse.
Yep.
100%. One's retired for money in the Saudi Arabia League, and the other one never plays for his club. He couldn't get a move away in the last 2 weeks of the summer, and yet he's still being picked to be in the squad at England. I could probably name 6 central midfielders English that could get in ahead of Calvin Phillips. Don't even get me started on Harry Maguire, right? Because his performance sums up his involvement at Man United, marking his own players in the penalty box, which led to the Ukraine first goal.
Yep.
And he hasn't played in months, so he's not match fit. He's not. It's an absolute travesty, to be honest with you. And I'm taking nothing away from Ukraine because they're a solid country. They're a solid country that plays some good football, and they've got the backing of an entire nation behind them after everything that's gone on over the last 12 months, in their own country with the war against Russia and stuff. But I can't think of a time, maybe since the Sven-Goran Eriksson era that I've felt so discontent about the English national team the way it is at the moment. I just don't like it at all.
Yeah, it's horrible. And Southgate's been doing this for several years now, picking from the Sky Big Six, right? He picks from the Big Six teams. Again, for players because they play with those clubs when there are definitely better players out there. It's astonishing.
He took off his best player the weekend.
Yeah, what the hell? You're tied 1-1. You need the win because this wasn't just a friendly for everybody who's watching and didn't know. This was a Euro qualifying game. You took off your best player, as Danny said, Bellingham. Jude Bellingham was the best player on the field by far, and you took him off.
Guys, he's the top goal scorer in La Liga right now, I think.
If he's not, he's close to it.
Right?
Absolutely.
And he's firing on all cylinders, and he's took him off. And he was the best player on the field by a mile.
I think you could see Bellingham sitting on the bench as he was unwrapping some tape from his ankle and from his arm. He was pissed off, and so he should be.
Yeah, it's just strange decisions, and it's just you go back to the FA and really, to be honest, it's become a popularity contest, which is it's something that I don't I don't enjoy watching the English national team, and that's probably why I'm so eager for the Premier League to start again on Saturday.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I think since the World Cup is finished, I could give an absolute shit about international football right now.
Oh,
It
until
is
qualifiers, right?
I mean, till qualifiers start up, but
Yeah.
even at that point, it's meh, maybe
Yeah.
not. We'll see. And I told people I wasn't really going to watch the England UK game, but I did. I sat down and I watched it, and I was pissed off with it. Absolutely pissed off.
So Hobley's just Junior Hobley's just put in the Facebook group.
Yeah, Don.
I read today that Harry Maguire has played more minutes for England than United this year. I mean, there's the proof in the pudding right there. How the hell are you starting an international football match when you are not playing for your club? Explain that to me.
He trusts him.
No.
Trust Harry Maguire.
He trusts him. That's
The
what he
guy was marking his own fucking defender in the box.
Yeah, hey, maybe that defender was a liability.
You're trying to enrage me more. I can feel
I
it.
am just, don't shoot the messenger. I'm not Garrett Southwaite. I don't fucking pick him. I'm just saying that's what he said. He trusts him. Don't yell at me. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. I don't want him on fucking near United. I don't want him near my kit manager. I want to trust him to get the goddamn. I said kits, not tits. Don't beat me.
How weird is it that Gareth Southgate is actually the most winningest coach England's ever had? He hasn't won anything.
Sometimes
He hasn't actually
squirrels
won anything.
find those nuts, my friend.
No, it's
Every blind
it's
squirrel
in-
finds a nut.
It's infuriating because he actually has some of the best players that have ever come across the game that are English born. We have one of the strongest teams in the world, but we tie 1-1 with Ukraine. We seem to always find a way in and around the quarterfinals to semifinals to lose.
Don't you sit there and go
So
one of the best teams in
so
Europe, one of the
why-
best squads in Europe.
So isn't it the players' job? The players get the results, right?
Whoa, wait a minute. All of a sudden it's the players? All of a sudden it's the players now. It's not the coach? So how is this different
mean, for
from
how high-quality
How is
players-
this different from USA versus Uzbekistan?
He's just repeating. Don't yell at. Don't shoot the messenger.
Saying.
He's just repeating.
It's the players that scored the goals and play the minutes, right? I mean, the coach sets the tactics, but
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Coach also picks the players.
Yep.
yeah.
Did
you
the
go out there and
USA
do what
not
you can
have
do.
their best team out there? Was that absolutely not their best team?
No,
right?
they were missing
Oh.
Tyler Adams.
They're missing a few guys.
injuries,
it was pretty much it
available.
was their best team.
Did Berhalter take off the best player that he has on the field in the 60-minute mark in a 1-1 game?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know. I didn't
No,
watch
he
the
didn't.
game, Craig.
No, he didn't.
Well,
I didn't watch the game, Craig, because I was at another game.
It was.
the hype machine would say yes. He took off Belagun for Pepe.
But I don't.
But I think. But
I
I'm
don't
not being
think
honest here. I'm not being
I don't
honest
think
here.
Balogun was
Listen.
the best player. I think that was already Nate. I will say I think that was planned ahead of time.
But-
it was a friendly, right? Not a
Honestly, I
qualifier.
rate
We-
Pepe
we-
better than Belagun. To be honest with you.
I'm
We
not
just
far off.
had a conversation about Tim Ream being picked for the US men's national team
Yeah.
because of a popularity contest with the fact that he plays at Fulham.
Yep.
And you've got the same thing happening in the English national team. So how is that the effing players?
That's 1 out of 10 field. That's 1 out of 10 field players,
It
right?
doesn't matter whether it's 1 out of 10 or not. The
But
manager is still picking players that are not good enough for the national team, Brooks.
Not even close.
I mean, Harry
Maguire shouldn't even be in League One.
Harry Maguire could be part of the future of the. I mean, he could play the Euros.
I mean, so let's say so Pickford. Okay, I'll read
he's
the
only
lineup.
30.
So,
He
hold
could
on.
play the Euros. Is that a wrong?
Starting 11. So Pickford, Walker, Maguire,
Gaheli.
Gaheli. Okay, thank you. Chilwell, Bellingham, Rice, Henderson, Saka, Kane, and Madison. By the way, that was a really good ball over the top from Kerry Kane. By the way,
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
was,
It was. But why
extraordinary.
tell me why Jordan Henderson is anywhere near that midfield.
He's
Why isn't
retired.
Phil Foden starting?
Better reasoning.
But are they?
Why don't you?
Is
touch-
that lineup though, in your opinion, good enough to go out and get a result from Ukraine, where you don't have to put your best players out there?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
If you're gonna claim,
I'm gonna
that England's
disagree.
so
I
good,
think that lineup should get a result, but
Yeah.
in a friendly. You should get a result,
on a
and I
second.
can see it.
Hold-
But it's a qualifier. Why is Jordan Henderson even in the squad, and let alone starting?
Hold on a second. We're talking about international football here. Players that are picked to play for their country.
So
And you are telling me, hold on, you are telling me that a country like Ukraine, some of the Ukrainian players that play across the world are good footballers,
they are good footballers. Yes.
right? And you're telling me at international level football, Harry Maguire and Gaheli at centre-back pairing for the English national team is a good enough centre back pairing?
I think you find a way to get results. You know, when maybe your top guys aren't picked.
It's not what he asked.
Do you think that's a good enough pairing for international football?
I mean, they've been there and they've won
No,
games
it's
before,
not.
haven't
No,
they?
it's not.
Simple answer is no.
So yes, you're looking at it from an attacking point of view, and I'm looking at it from a defensive point of view. You are going to leak goals with that centre back pairing against decent national teams,
You're not wrong.
and Ukraine are a decent national team.
Yeah, they are.
Not only to that, right? Not only to that, Phil Foden is streets ahead of Jordan Henderson. Streets, absolutely streets. And he's picked him. God knows why. Maybe it's because he put out that, Jordan Henderson put out that video about him going to Saudi Arabia because he wanted to longevity his career, blah, blah, all that nonsense. And why are you picking him when you've got Foden sitting on the bench?
Well, I'd say you could even tuck him at James Madison in that spot and put
James
Rashford.
Madison played on the left.
But I'm saying
Left forward.
You could put
You've left
Rashford-
Raheem Sterling at home,
Hold on.
who's been the forefront of your attack for 2.5 years, and you're putting James Madison on the left-hand side. Why?
You're turning me on now. Hold on.
Agree with me. Why? Craig,
I was trying to agree
I'm
with
agreeing
you.
100%.
I would say you could put Madison there and put Rashford on the left. That's all I was trying to get out. Angry Pants and bench Henderson.
I would.
Why didn't Rashford start?
Yeah. Why
That's
didn't
what I'm
Rashford-
saying. You could.
Rashford hasn't had the best start to the season, but it hasn't been super poor.
You could put
he's
Jack
he's
Grealish
actually
there.
playing in a good league. You could have put Grealish there. I agree.
Or
Just
Foden.
saying,
Or Foden in the middle and Rashford on the left. And
There's a lot of things you could have done.
Listen, I
But
think
hold on though.
we could blame this all day long on Southgate because it's his fault. It's his fault. That's it.
I will
That's
say
it. There's no other way to say it.
at least Greg Berhalter and Garrett Southgate had the tenacity and common sense to actually bring a forward to an international game.
to Germany.
Whenever you're ready.
ladies and gentlemen, it's story time with Nate Janulus, baby.
Let's
Are we
let's definitely get to that. All right. So if everybody hasn't figured it out yet, Hansi Flick has been fired. He's been sacked by the German FA after their 4-1 defeat, and it was a 4-1 defeat friendly against Japan. Now, Japan are no pushover. They are actually a pretty good team. They've been playing very well in the last year or two.
Endo and Matoma.
But Hansi Flick, in 25 games with the German as head of the German national team, has won 12. That is not good for one of the countries that are considered to be in the upper echelons. Nate, I will let you run with it from here.
Well, not only did he get fired, but his whole staff got shown the door.
Wow.
Not the assistants, everyone, the kit manager, probably even down to the water. No, but his assistants actually were also shown the door as well. The performance has been quite poor. Now, most of these games have been friendlies because Germany's hosting the Euros. So they didn't, unlike England, they're not actually in a competitive match.
Mm-hmm.
However, when you have consistently poor result after poor result, and then baffling lineups with baffling player selection, I was not joking. They didn't take a forward for their round of friendlies.
How?
They didn't take
Why?
they
Why?
didn't take a forward. They put Kai Havertz, who is playing where for what in Arsenal? My Premier League friends, what is he playing? Is he playing forward for Arsenal?
No,
No,
he's playing as
midfield.
with-
He's
Wrong.
playing midfield where he's supposed to be,
Yeah.
right? They put Kai Havertz up top, but even then, as a backup, they didn't take. I'm looking at the guys that could have taken just out of the two leagues, League One and League Two in the Bundesliga: Beer, Waldschmidt, Nemicha, Maximum Phillip, Makuku, Fulrich, Ademany, Timo Werner, Kevin Vollen, who's played before. Angelo Ricci, who had 4 goals in 5 matches in the Bundesliga 2. Now, I know it's Bundesliga 2, but when you're scoring 4 goals in 5 matches and you're a young player playing in League 2, that's worth a sniff.
Absolutely. Now,
Yep.
why was Timo Werner not taken? I mean, he's been
Yeah.
getting the balls in the back of the net. in Bundesliga.
You mean Timo Werner time that can't score goals?
Timo Werner is scoring goals in Leipzig.
Back in the Bundesliga, he's putting the
but I
ball in the
understand
net.
what you're
Right, that's second-rate league, right, in over in
Oh,
Europe.
Wow, you got
The one that
smacked
your
4-1.
that
Holy
your
smokes.
forward plays for, Harry Kane. Okay. Anyways, so that's ultimate fodder back, bud.
Farmers League, maybe?
Oh yeah, we farmed Harry Kane over, and we then sold the Premier League a couple 100 million players that are doing well. How's that
fifth-
Ernie Haaland kid doing?
fifth-
He's doing all right?
Like the fifth,
Doing all right?
The fifth choice, like
You know, Ernie Haaland,
the fifth choice holding central midfielder.
Haaland? Haaland?
The fifth choice.
It's Haaland?
Haaland?
Ernie?
Haaland wasn't a byproduct of Germany.
Oh.
Probably put Emery Chan at center forward if you really wanted to. He's kind of a utility guy.
Emery Chan.
Anywho, so the player selection is baffling. Emery Can actually played defensive mid. Shouldn't have been playing at all. Or
He plays there. Well, he plays in the back sometimes for
no,
Dortmund.
he should not been playing in this match. Period.
Yeah, all right, all
Okay,
I like him as a player.
understand where he plays in Dortmund.
I like him
and
as a player,
I also
but all right.
understand where the other defensive center midfields they have, and they should have been playing Hendricks over him. They had they didn't call in several key players that they should have had. And again, you're on a back of series of bad results. You need something good to happen. You can't just keep crapping the bed after crapping the bed without showing anything and no future forward and upward trajectory at all. They had they had a center back that normally plays center back for Dortmund playing left back instead of half a dozen other people. that could be doing
Schlotterbeck,
it.
you're right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it made the player selection was baffling. Japan's goals. I mean, I hate to put a ton on Sturgeon, but
Ter Stegen.
Sturgeon. But they were the first two goals were absolutely near post awful, shit-tastic. But even with that, you look at the player selection, going, "What are you doing,
Nate,
Why
did he at this point with Euro qualifying? We're just at the beginning of it. Did Hansi Flick deserve to be
Yes.
let go?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because at this point you can't trust the guy because he had a very poor World Cup showing, and then he's literally crapped the bed in the last 5-6 games he played. He has not done anything to give you any confidence that the product's getting better. And then this player selection that I looked at and who he had playing, and even watching them play a bit on the highlights because it wasn't a televised match that we could say here that I saw, but the highlights I saw, it didn't look good. And players look out of position. Players look confused, and I don't know why he was doing what he was doing.
Now Hansi Flick actually did really well at Bayern Munich.
He won everything in one year.
Everything,
Yep.
like everything that was been.
And-
now,
and
I
sometimes-
get it.
and
I get it
sometimes-
at Bayern Munich.
Sometimes good club coaches don't make good World Cup managers. So
Absolutely, yeah.
Question for you: should Thomas Mueller still be in the German national team
I think he has a spot there. Yeah,
as like a super sub off the bench
Yeah.
late in game?
yeah.
They need him. Experience.
I mean, he's still an active role in Munich. That he's not the problem.
No, I'm
don't
not saying it's a
have-
problem.
No, but you could see over the last every international tournament they played in, they have not found a quality forward in Germany, and
Which
the
is
fact-
crazy. After Klose scored so many goals for them, it's
Right.
like ever since he's left, they haven't found
And
one.
the fact that he didn't take a single forward player just to try them out, and I just named Munkuku, Ademeni,
Yeah.
and Aki are three young
Mancuco's been playing a
20-year-old
lot for Dortmund too the past
Yes.
couple of years,
young 20-year-old forward.
and he was at the World Cup too.
yes.
But if you think about it, right, Closer was a fantastic international goal scorer. He wasn't the best club player.
no,
So
Yeah.
name me a world-class German international footballer since Gerd Muller.
That's done it for club and country.
Yeah.
Super Mario.
Goetze?
Mario Götze?
He was in a
not,
forward.
no. Sorry, my brain stopped working. Miroslav Klose.
We just talked about him.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm drunk.
He was a great international footballer, but he wasn't a great club player,
No, I mean, and neither was Luka Podolski.
a winger. But Germany haven't had a great forward since Gerd Muller back in,
Yeah,
40 years ago?
but they've always had ones that would work for the national team and be all right. So you would think they would look and try to find some type of forward player that would be suitable, and they don't have one yet.
Did you
maybe
say Podolski?
Yeah.
Who was, in my opinion, a poor club player.
He was a poor club
Yeah.
player.
Yeah, that
Poor
goes back
club
to our
good forward.
group chat
He just-
conversation about poor club players and good international players.
Missed that one. But very good for, and you feared playing against him in the international scene because he would score goals. You're right.
And I'll-
We
I'll-
were
For a
so-
short
that's what
stint.
he's saying,
For a short
yeah.
stint, then he kind
I'll
of
go back to
faded.
this. Maybe they should concentrate on developing German forwards instead of stealing English ones.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, how many World Cups have you won in my lifetime, England?
You seem very old, so
yeah. I don't know. How old are you? Let's.
I'm
I mean, let's be honest. Like,
saying.
I'm gonna go with Nate here. Like, I don't think Germany's underperformed a lot of
Mar-
the World Cups they've been at as more than probably what you expect for England to produce.
Except for this last one.
Just
Fair.
saying.
and the Euros
Fair,
And the Euros horribly, yes.
fair, but
for the last 8 years.
Well, they've
Germany's
actually
been
won a
the
Euro
expectations
unlike-
England's had.
They've actually won a Euro instead
Listen,
of
listen.
England,
Before
so.
we start flinging shit around here, we're talking about Germany releasing their manager who has
Yeah.
really poorly.
Yeah, so
and because of
so you're
because of his
over here.
squad
bitch-
no.
Oh, I forgot. We forgot Klinsmann.
Yeah, Jurgen Klinsmann.
Yeah,
Craig's
Klinsmann.
favorite
Oh, yeah.
player and coach.
Thank you, Mr. Hobley.
Oh, a good player, horrible coach.
And Mario
I don't
Gomez,
know. He kind of
Gomez was
changed
the
U.S.
player.
soccer.
So hold on, Mario Gomez was the player I was talking about, who was a forward, who was actually really decent for Stuttgart and Munich. Anywho,
Yeah, anywho, onwards. Yes.
and went back to Stuttgart and retired. Anywho, yeah. See, the difference between the German national team, one of them, because I watched Germany and USA, difference between German national team and English national team is they went, oh, this isn't good enough. We're fucking firing you over your player selection. And what's going on with England on
Oh, they
Southgate?
will not fire
Oh,
Southgate.
like,
Because Southgate
Good
follows
job there.
orders. Yeah,
so
no,
yeah, we're
hey.
gonna make
Oh,
corrections.
there's no
So,
complaining.
Do you want to talk about the two hot candidates they're talking about? The rumors?
For Germany?
Yeah, we've talked about you and I. So we know one.
Ooh,
You want me
one
to
of
say
them.
it or you want to do it?
You want to say it at the same time?
The first one, the big one.
The
we
big
don't
one.
think is gonna
The big
happen,
one.
right?
And I'm not even joking. We'll say it. Ready?
Last name only or first name and last name?
Last name only.
On three?
On
So
three.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Right.
All right,
Hold on, my brain. I'm not because I'm panicking.
You're
man.
going to say the name wrong, aren't you?
I know.
Yeah, you are.
Ready?
All right.
On three.
1,
2, 3.
3. Klopp.
Klopp.
Yep.
Klopp.
Oh,
Jurgen
Jurgen.
Klopp.
Hmm.
So apparently, in an interview about 2 years ago, that they asked him if he'd be interested in it, and he said, "Yeah, I would be, but I'm loyal to Liverpool." Apparently, the DFB, the Deutschland Football Group, is strongly, very strongly in Klinsmann interested to the point that they're saying they would wait until Liverpool is done playing in their season before they hire him.
For Klopp?
Yep.
Isn't Klinsmann coaching national team?
Klopp, Jurgen Klopp.
I know. Okay, that's fair.
So who's the other name?
The other name is Tuchel. They're actually saying the same thing. They will wait till Munich is done with their
Oh, of course, because Germany's got nothing to play for until next summer.
well, they've had the Euros. Yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah,
next
they're
summer,
saying-
but they're already in the Euros.
Yeah.
They've got nothing
Yeah.
to play for between now and then.
So
It's
they're
just
saying
friendlies.
they're literally saying they will wait for Jurgen Klopp.
He could even
is
do-
number one. They want Klopp.
In my opinion, none of those, Klopp or Tuchel, will not go to coach for Germany.
I don't know.
I just don't see it. I think they're going to say, listen, Hansi Flick did so well at club ball. He won everything. Then he went there and failed miserably and was gone like that. And now he's not going to get back to a big club. He's
mean-
going to have to go back to a second-tier club, in my opinion. I think Tuchel and Klopp are like, wait a minute, we're at two of the biggest clubs in the world. Why would we go play or manage at the international level where if we go through a bad run or if we don't see enough of the youngsters coming through that can sustain the type of play we want and get the wins, yeah, this isn't for
Honor
me.
of representing
You can't
your
really
country?
change things.
Honor of representing your country.
Who would you want to play? Let's be honest. Who would you want to play for more if you're a German national team player? Klopp or Hansi Flick? I mean, hands down, it's Klopp.
No, to be honest, I think both of them are very good coaches.
Who gets more
it's-
respect?
but
Who
it
gets
doesn't-
more
it doesn't
respect?
matter.
Klopp.
I think it suits Tuchel more than it does Klopp. My opinion.
The only difference is Tuchel just stepped into the Munich role.
He's a club jumper to Tuchel, like and it's unfair at Chelsea because he got fired before, and then like to let him go because of all the craziness and whatnot.
So,
but he's been jumping
think
everywhere.
about what Tuchel did at Chelsea, though, going in and winning the Champions League.
That's
right?
true
He
after
could-
Lampard.
He could go and obviously continue to coach Munich until next April, and then take over the national team into that summer. do the Euros,
Mhm.
and then Germany can reassess.
I will say this: if Tuchel feels his job's in jeopardy in Munich, he might just quit and then go join the national team. I
This
could
is
see
true.
that happening
This is true.
because, and if you look at Munich right now,
Which
that's in the
Nate?
top of the league.
Nate, that's a good point because if Bayern Munich go through a small run of games where they don't win and don't get points that they deserve to get, right? Who did they just buy and how much did they just spend?
For Harry Kane.
Harry Kane over 100 million, and who's that on? That's going to be on
Tuchel.
Tuchel.
Yep.
So, and this is pretty interesting. Harry Kane this week came out and said, in kind of a small dig at Tottenham, he said Tottenham consider themselves to be a big club, but when and to win things, but when they lost 3 or 4 games, nothing would happen. He goes, here in Germany at Bayern Munich, we've won 3-0 and 4-0, and people are still concerned with our performance. He goes, that's big. His words, that's big club mentality.
Yep.
Right?
Well,
so
Yep.
dig at Tottenham, yes. But, you know, even if Bayern Munich are winning 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 3-1, the performance isn't there, Tuchel can find himself out or on the hot seat and just say, ooh, you know what? I'm going to jump to that national team job.
Just like Nagelsmann, winning the league is not good enough. Their expectation is that you are performing in the Champions League as well.
Yep.
So, and honestly, I think Nagelsmann actually would be a decent manager for the international job. His name's just not being.
Yeah,
floated around.
his name's not being put up there for many of the big jobs anymore. It's
I
very
saw
strange,
some rumors on social media that Nagelsmann, but I don't know if they're reliable sources or not. That's
yeah.
I mean, I could see them because he's not doing anything, and they need someone to manage the club until
Yeah.
something happens. I could see them taking him on as a part-time role. You know,
Yeah. It'd be
interim
interesting.
manager or
It'd be interesting.
something.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, this international break is sure exciting, isn't it? No, I'm sorry. Even with the sackings, even with the 3-goal thriller we had against Uzbekistan and the 1-1 draw with Ukraine from England, it still just doesn't have quite that feel that the club ball brings. All right, boys, something else that happened this week in international soccer. Neymar became Brazil's all-time leading goal scorer. Neymar now has 79 goals in 125 international appearances. He passed the great Pelé. Pelé has finished his career with 77 goals in 92 games.
It's that real competitive league. He's playing in a really heightened his form.
Well, no, I mean it's international, right?
Saudi league.
But I think did you guys see see that goal? The goals that he scored? Neymar was scoring in the Saudi league.
Yeah, it looked competitive. Looked real challenging. You know, I seen defending like that constantly. You know, when I watch my 2014 play, 2014 boys.
Yeah.
That'd be 10-year-olds. Same defending, actually. Same defending.
That was the most. That looked like a testimonial match. It looked like everybody was out there to have a little bit of fun, walk around, score a goal or two, and the guy who we're having the testimonial for, oh, he's coming down the field. Everybody out of the way. Let's let him go score.
Do you think
that's how it looked? I don't get it.
Do you think? Well, do you think that they're told, do not touch this guy?
Oh, I think if they go in
Because
for
they
a
were just
tackle,
standing there. They
if
were
go-
literally just standing there.
I agree. If they go in for a tackle against this guy and they hurt him, twist his ankle, break his leg accidentally, they could find themselves on the wrong end of a rope somewhere.
I've had enough of the conspiracy theory last week with VAR. Can we not go down the conspiracy theory of Saudi Arabia?
Oh
League?
my God, that was the.
Did you see the clip?
You got to watch the clip.
Did you see the clip?
It was someone posted on the Facebook.
It's Neymar.
No.
Breathe on it.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh no.
No.
The defenders literally
Yes.
move out of the way,
Yes.
and as the
Standing
goalie
there.
comes out, he goes, "Oh wait, no."
Yes, exactly. I saw the clip.
It's literally okay. So
It's
you're a better player than me, but if I were to stand 3 yards from you, and every time you took a touch forward, I'd take 2 steps back, and then just stand. Like, it's body language. They're like standing there like this.
There are 2 or
They're
3
just
guys that
like-
give up. Danny, I am
Maybe-
on your side 100% that says, listen, Neymar is probably one of the quickest, most skillful players in the game still today, but this was horrendous. This was bad. We got to find that clip for you, my friend.
Maybe they're just mesmerized the way that you look into my eyes.
My
might be.
VAR.
Well, actually, that would be a
awesome.
thing. If I was trying to defend you, I'd probably get lost in your eyes and why is he staring up at the sky?
Yeah.
What's happening?
What were we saying?
My VAR argument was terrific last week.
Says you.
No, Nate agreed to. Hey, everyone, go back and watch it. You need to post the clips, by the way. He cut them
Now-
up. You need to post them.
I'm gonna say this though. Nate also watches Ancient Aliens, so having me agree with
I opened up a can of
conspiracy
worms with
theory.
that. I promise.
Are
I
you
won't do that
really?
again?
Are you,
I
come
have
on, you were agreeing with me last week. Are you
Who
really
built
doing
the
this to me?
pyramids? What? Do what? I'm just saying you're using me as the oracle of like.
I'm glad there were no
Wisdom.
VAR stupidity this weekend in international games, so we don't.
Yeah,
have
it's
to
funny
talk
how that
about it.
works, huh? Might be a lot of betting then. Those international.
All right,
games.
I do have a question out of all this.
I had
All right,
VAR
so
call on Thursday.
You've got Neymar 1, Pele 2, Ronaldo, original Ronaldo, Brazilian Ronaldo 3, and then Romario 4. Where out of those 4, how would you line them up? Because I go Pele, Ronaldo, Romario. No, I'm going to switch those two. Neymar, then Romario. So that's my 4. That's how I go with it.
There was nothing better than watching Romario and Ronaldo playing the same Brazil team.
Oh, wasn't it?
was
So
was-
it's a shame that Romario didn't get picked for the '98 World Cup with Ronaldo.
yeah.
Sorry,
th-
didn't
To
mean
play
that.
to watch those two play in the same team was. Don't even talk to me about Neymar. He's a. I'm not
Still a
gonna
good
say it.
player,
an
though.
Can say
expletive.
it.
Can you beep it out?
Yeah, just count it down. 3, 2, 1. I can't comment on that because I don't remember these guys playing. Because I'm just.
Oh,
I was born.
God, keep telling us how young you are.
I was
Brooke.
born in '91. So
Yeah,
there you go.
Oh, good lord.
91. My
Yeah.
goodness me.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
11. But that's my order. And everybody else is putting Neymar number 1.
My buddy
sorry.
Andre says Pele.
No, yeah, I mean Pele is a consensus
Yeah.
number 1, and I
Yeah.
gotta believe the original Ronaldo is number 2. in
Victor
most
likes
people's
real
lists.
Ronaldo.
Yeah, who
Good
was
man,
that?
Victor.
Victor.
Yeah, Victor.
What
you-
about Ronaldinho?
Not a forward.
good player, but not a
I
forward
know,
and a goal
but still,
scorer.
I'm just-
Yeah, but I mean.
I just.
But now everybody looks at Neymar like he's the, godsend because he has the leading. But he took so many more games. He took officially, it was 25 and 8. So that's 33 more games to eclipse Pele. Brooks?
Oh, so my buddy Andre goes Pele, Ronaldo, Romario, and Neymar. That's his order.
Good man. Yep, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna go with that. Well done. All right, boys. Listen, it's time for me to refill my beer. Before that, though, I do want to let everybody know about our partners in crime. Thank you to Soccer World, soccerworld.net for all your soccer gear needs. Next level training. If you're looking to get training for your kids, if you're a youth player, next level training is it. There is no one better in the country. Trust me. There's a reason U.S. men's national team players, U.S. women's national team players travel to Michigan to train with those guys. They are the best around. Thank you to Dog and Pony Show Brewing. I'm about to grab another one of their beers. They are in Oak Park. Visit them. Trust me, awesome beers. Try the marshmallow blueberry beer, the Nitro for Sal.
Yeah.
You will not be disappointed.
Yeah.
Brooks and I, that's our favorite beer. A little fruity. We get it. The beer, not us. The beer. But
Yes.
great beer. Also, Michigan Jags, thanks for the support and the sponsorship. Very much appreciate you guys and the love and support. My youngster just started at the Junior Jags this past weekend. Oh, my word. It is fun watching 5- and 6-year-olds run around, kick a ball. Trisha Wellick and her team do an absolutely phenomenal job running that Junior Jags program. So thank you there. We will be right back. Please come back. We had a lot to get to and a lot more fun. One of the things on the list is Wheel of Randomness. We're going to spin the wheel and answer questions. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back.
Hi, Brooks. We're at our favorite store, Soccer World in Rochester. We're just going to do some light shopping. Nothing big. Ooh, pretty colors. Oh, and one of these too?
Ooh, Germany. Nate would like this.
Hey, Brooks, look at all these. Look what I got.
South America. Ooh. Wow, that's not MLS. Ugh.
Socks? No.
Ooh, a ball pump.
Next in line.
Sir, you're next.
Right.
That's a mannequin, you know that.
Huh?
It's a mannequin.
Oh. Sorry, sir.
Hug, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Huh?
Change tempo, yes, yes, drop out, good. Yes, touch play, right foot, yes. Scan, good. Touch in, play, drop your hip, right, yes, good scan. Yes. Jay, well done. Good side on touch. Play, see it, yes.
and gentlemen, hopefully you were able to get another beer, some peanuts, and whatever. We filled up on some Dog and Pony Show beer here. Ooh,
You filled up. I got a glass full of foam.
I don't know what you're talking about. It looks fine to me.
Oh, yeah, after 45 minutes of settling.
Yeah, it looks fine. Yeah, your beer looks fine. Don't complain. It's beer. It's free beer, my friend. You're welcome. But thank you again to Dog and Pony Show Brewing. The beer is absolutely phenomenal. Appreciate it. All right, we got a lot of stuff coming up here on this this side of the break. One, we've had a video submission from another cousin of mine. No way is this a cousin of mine. You will not see any resemblance. It's bizarre. And then we were going to do the Wheel of Randomness. Before we get to all that, though, we're going to talk about one-time international switching of players. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. It should not be allowed. Sorry, Brooks. Nullified, not going to be allowed. Anyway, we'll get to that in a minute. We got a lot to get to, though. You know what? Why don't we just jump into that right now? All right? So, rumors are swirling now that Harvey Barnes of Newcastle has decided that because his grandparents were born in Scotland, he may take up the option to switch and play for Scotland. Even though he's played all through the youth ranks for England, started and played one game for full international squad, for the England international squad. But now he said, you know what? There's too many good players ahead
He didn't
of
start.
me.
He came on as a sub.
He played, didn't he?
Yeah, in the 76th minute, he came on
He
as
played.
a sub.
He made his debut. He played. He got a cap. And now he's decided there may be too many good players ahead of him, so he's thinking of swapping England for Scotland. You know what? Before any of us chime in, Danny,
Wait,
have the
hold
floor,
on.
my
Before any of us chime in, isn't this similar to you just claiming to be English all the time when you no representing there? Go ahead, Denny.
I am English.
Sure. Where were South African living in
all
the
of it
US?
together.
It's the most preposterous thing you could potentially do when you've already worn the national team colours throughout youth, England schoolboys, all the way up to the under-21s into the first team. And he played a friendly, so it wasn't a recognised FIFA competition, right? And now he's, wants to play for Scotland because he's got some sort of lineal heritage there with his family.
Do you want me to read the rule for you?
You can read the rule for me, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, all right. So this is from a Forbes article. The FIFA Congress in 2020 in September this week voted to pass changes to eligibility for national teams. So the biggest changes mean that players are no longer tied to a national team on the basis of a single appearance when they were younger. Players can now switch national teams provided they were eligible to represent a second country at the time they first played for their first country, even if they have played in an official competition for the First Nation. So that applies so long as they have played no more than 3 matches, including friendlies. None of the matches were in the final tournament of the FIFA World Cup or Confederation competition, and they all happened before the player turned 21.
So basically what you're saying is the English military just up and decided one day in the World War II that I'm going to put on a German outfit.
Easy now. No need to bring up...
I mean, that's basically what you're saying.
I mean,
you can just switch countries on a whim.
I mean,
You were born to a country. Does that mean anything anymore to anybody?
When you have family heritage in another country, I mean, look at all the U.S. military that marry Germans and they're dual nationals.
He was born in England.
He was born in... Did you not tell me he was born in Burnley?
Yes, he's born in Burnley.
Born in England.
But there's guys that are born in Germany.
Schoolboys, internationals, full international. And now because he's not good enough or because he's not willing to work hard enough to get selected by Gareth Southgate, which is...
Yeah, we can go down that road.
Yeah, we can go down that rabbit hole another time. But just because he doesn't want to work hard enough to get into the international team, it's like, okay, well, you know what? I'll take my ball and I'll go play for Scotland because it's a shit country.
Wow.
Hold on. Brooks's favorite Manchester United player, Tomine, plays for Scotland.
You couldn't even keep a straight face. And
if you
but
ask
Brooks, it's true.
Tomine is a world-class player that has been just hindered at United
under
Yeah.
6 different managers.
Held back by those darn
all
United
six,
managers.
all 6 different of them.
I mean,
in a grand conspiracy to make sure he doesn't play.
you two want to make fun of the Scottish national team. Your best coach ever was Scottish, Sir Alex Ferguson, and played for the Scottish national team.
Nothing
So-
I said
Alex
has
Ferguson
anything
coached
to
the
do.
English national team.
No, Manchester United.
I thought. Hold on a second.
I said your club.
Craig,
I said your
Craig,
club.
Craig, help me out here. Nate, please help me out. Is this week international break? Are we talking about international football?
Yep.
So why the hell are we talking about club football?
Because you're making fun of Scottish people. Where
No, we never made fun of the Scottish.
No, I'm not making fun of the Scottish.
Yeah, you are.
No. I'm making fun of the
think they're
fact that the
shit.
guy it is a shit country to go and play for. Just because he's not good enough to play for the English national team, he's basically dropped tools and said, you know what, I'm not good enough. I'll go and play for Scotland.
Because he sees the light that he's never going to get playing time with Southgate there.
Put
and
it
he's
this
gonna
way,
go switch.
right? Put it this way: if I really dug deep enough, I could probably find some Brazilian heritage in my family, and I could go and play for Brazil if I really wanted to. But I'm not going to do it because I was born in England.
Can you do 23andMe and we can just all talk about where we're all from?
I found out I was 14% Jewish.
I'm English, part French, Irish. Yes, so I have a little
The
bit.
part French
So you're a
explains
mutt.
it, Brooks.
I am, and I'm damn proud of it, Craig. I'm sorry, you purebred
Brooks?
Englishman.
Brooks.
You purebred Englishman that just wants to shit on everyone. Oh, I'm English. Oh, I'm pure. No one in my country can switch to anyone else because
That's exactly right.
because we don't marry or do anything outside of our pure English country. Jesus, little dude. Like, if the guy wants to go play for another country because his family's from there, he has every right to do it. And that's why they instilled this rule.
Hold on.
This is ridiculous.
Hold on. No, it's not. Because let's clarify some things. Because I had some thoughts on this.
Okay.
I had to ask some things and questions. And let's leave the angry outburst to the outburst master for just 2 seconds. And we're going to tamper it. So.
Wow, you're really calm tonight.
Oh, I am. Danny, you weren't saying, like, hey, if I have a dual national citizenship and I've never played for the senior team, and you know what? Maybe I want to go play for Scotland over England because, I don't know, I summer there and I just feel more of a connection. But I've never played for the English national team, and boom. That's okay, right? That's what you're... Hey, but what you're saying, as soon as you put on the jersey, like this...
That's a nice jersey, by the way.
Thank you, like...
Yep.
Yeah, that's what, hold on.
So you can say Balogun's a fraud, too?
That's...
Absolutely is.
Hold on. Where did Balogun play for a senior team other than the U.S.?
He played in the English youth national team
Did he-
system. So is Yunus Musa a fraud, too?
Did he? I'm going to repeat myself real quick.
Let's let him finish.
And it's a yes or no, not, hey, what color is the sky? And you saying it rains in England. Nobody gives a shit, yes or no. We said, soon as you put the senior men's national team jersey on, that's when you're pot committed, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
So no, it's not if you've never played for a senior men's national team.
All right, I will change my answer. Yep, you're right. Once you've been selected, you step on the field and you say, I'm in, and you play for the senior team, you wear the jersey, you represent them, that's it. It's done. One-time switching is bullshit.
So to put it in more of a realistic realm, or not realistic realm, but more of a relatable realm, Jermaine Jones, who played for the German men's national team, who wasn't good enough to play anymore for the German men's national team, who upped and changed his citizenship.
Yep.
Yeah, kind of bullshit if you really think about it. Because you know what? And actually, there was heavy criticism back during the Klinsmann era of a bunch of players like him, like, who is that left back? I can't think of the other German left back who only played in the World Cup and never again. Chandler, who literally only played in the World Cup and never again.
That's the Frankfurt guy, right? We're referring to?
Never. Timmy Chandler never played a lick of minutes anywhere else. And no, I don't think you want your national team to be guys just trying to jump on because, I don't know, you could play in the Euros because Scotland's actually doing pretty well and you always wanted that, or maybe sneak in the World Cup because that team looks to qualify. Those aren't the players you want on your squad. That's not the passionate players you want coming out who want to bleed and breathe and love the country, who are standing up and screaming the national anthem.
You know, Harvey Barnes doesn't bleed and breathe Scotland.
If I was a Scotsman and that was happening and he was coming the other way, I'd be pissed off as a Scotsman. You've already played for England.
Yep.
That's why.
You've already played for England. You've put on the shirt for the national team, the men's full national team. And now you're going to Scotland. You're coming to play for my country.
And that's why, because he had the opportunity to select one, and he selected England.
Happens all the time with U.S. and Mexico. I mean, Julian Araujo left. I was like, go fucking play for
men's
Mexico.
Brooks, it happened
team.
with Damari Gray. It happened with...
Yeah, it was Jamaica.
It happened with... What's his face at Crystal Palace, now at Galatasaray.
Zaha?
Zaha.
Yeah.
Played for England and then went to the Ivory Coast because he wasn't good enough to get... Well, he was good enough to get in the squad, just didn't want to earn it.
Yep.
It happens all the time. It should not be allowed. Once you put on the national team, the full international team, I don't care about the youth.
Yeah,
right?
youth doesn't-
You're still figuring out your career.
You can still, but you can get capped now with the youth if you play enough of the competitions.
No, it's still
Youth,
again,
you're
it's
still
England's
still-
good.
it comes down to the full
You
one.
get schoolboy caps. Yes, you get schoolboy caps that you can take and put in a nice little cabinet and say that you've represented your country at the youth ages. I know. But when you put on that first team jersey in front of those fans, you are making a commitment to the national team. You can't just turn around and say, I don't know, to quote Nate Janlis, I don't know, just go to a different country and shit all over the one that you've just left.
I'll tell you what, if I was a men's national team coach anywhere and you were looking to switch allegiances, I probably want to take you.
No.
That's not how the game's
No,
played
you
nowadays.
wouldn't.
I'm sorry.
I don't care how
You
the game
go where you want to
No,
play,
no,
and you're going to
no,
make a difference.
I don't give two flying fucks what you think and how the game is played and the rules. I'm telling you what I would do as a manager. I wouldn't take you. I wouldn't take you because here's the thing. That's disruption in the locker room. That's nonsense you don't need. And at the end of the day, I want a starting 11 that can run through walls and would run through walls for my country.
Has it done that for the U.S. men's national team?
Yeah,
since
Timmy
they got
Chandler was
Musa
Timmy
and
Chandler was
Balogun?
shit. Never played for the men's national team, Brooks. What can't you understand? What can't you understand? Musa never played for any other men's national team, did he?
He was in the English youth national team.
Did he play for the men's national team? Yes or no?
You're in the youth national
Yes or
team.
no?
System.
No,
It's the same thing.
No, it's not. We
Yes,
just
it
defined
is.
that. No, it's not. You're trying to
Agree
get
with the colors
found.
No matter what you put. What
No,
you
it's
plan as the
completely
youth.
different. You're trying to be found. What don't you get about that?
No,
It's a men's
it's
national
the
team.
Same thing. No,
No,
matter
it's
you play
not.
the youth national team or the men's national
In
team.
your little world,
You're
maybe.
wearing the colors. It doesn't
No, it's
matter.
not.
It
You-
does not matter.
100% matters. Are
All
you
right, hold
kidding
tight.
me?
Hold tight. Hold tight.
No.
I'm a little confused because
Just because you're the only person in this room that watches a U17 game and think they're going to fucking do something for that national team doesn't mean that it's going to amount to shit. It does not matter until you put on the senior team jersey. And that's what we're fucking talking about.
but so what?
Not
Am I
anymore
wrong?
nowadays.
I don't want to put words in your mouth. Am I wrong?
We are
Friends
defining.
that go through the national team. You can't tell me that they don't love representing their country at 17, 15, and 19 and
I
21.
can't tell you.
Yeah, but those boys at 15, 17, and 19, under 21s that are looking to represent England in those age groups want to fucking go into the senior team. They don't want to switch when I'm not good enough and go to
Harvey
Scotland.
Barnes went through all that.
So why is he?
He
switching?
put on a jersey in the senior national team fucking first team. He can't switch now and suddenly turn around and go,
Well, he can
go to
because FIFA
Scotland.
rules allow it.
It's a bullshit rule.
Which is
Should
what
I
we're
be
saying.
upset that Noel Buck went into the U19s and he's been a great player with the Revs and he's U.S. national team eligible?
Did he play for the first team? Did he play
He
for
has
the men's
potential
senior team?
to do it.
I didn't say I wasn't talking about potential. I said, did he play for the
He has-
first team?
In his international career, he has 2 caps for the England 19s. He has
Hey,
not
Brooks,
been in the U.S.
Brooks, if
national
he's
team.
played for the under 15, 17s, 19s U.S. men's national team, he wants to transfer to Gibraltar. He's more than welcome to do so. The moment he puts on the first team jersey, he's not playing for any other country.
So, again.
Morally, it's wrong.
I think we've got a
Again.
consensus at 3 against 1. Once
Again.
you put on that first team jersey, you're done. That's it. You've made your decision.
All 3 of you are so old
Congratulations.
school. It's
Again,
just you know.
Again, I
it's
would.
my age showing, I guess.
Sure. Again, I would, if I was a manager of any national team club, I would not take some guy who's played senior level football somewhere else and wanting to come over here. I'd really question where his heart is and whether he just wanted to make appearance like Timmy Chandler did for the U.S. team, who never saw him again. That guy doesn't give 2 fucks, and that's a good example. And to be honest with you, with Balogun, I want to take him. I want to take him at all.
Balogun?
Nope. I don't care about some guy who wants to be wined and dined and on a tour over here to have me woo and mow. No, either you want to play because you have a passion for this team. And you know what? That's when shit gets hot and I go, I need you to run through a person and I need you to score a goal and I need you to be a man and step up and step into that guy and win that ball and put your career on the line because we're in a goddamn important game for your fucking country. Do you hear me?
There is a difference between someone who was born in the country and is fighting for it and someone who just hops over, like Balogun. It's very disappointing. I 100% hate when they show the close-ups of the players standing there and the national anthem's playing, and they're all just standing silent.
Just
stand and sing the goddamn national anthem.
There's some American players. There's some American players that don't do that.
Balogun wasn't singing it.
But there are some I've seen before that are born in America that don't do it.
Just go back to just go back to 2001. I know you remember this game. Maybe you watched it as well. But just go back to 2001, where England were on the precipice of qualifying for the World Cup in 2022, and England were playing Greece at Old Trafford.
At Old Trafford, yep.
England needed a draw or a win to get through to that game, and they were awful. They were shocking, absolutely shocking. I have never, ever in my life, ever watching the English national team, seen a player devote himself more to his country. The guy was crying at the end of the game after putting that free kick in the top corner. That is pure love for your country, playing at the senior national team level. Whether you make one appearance or you make 100, the moment you step on that field and 80,000 of those fans scream your name, that is pure passion for your country. You cannot discount that, discredit it, or go to another country because you are deemed self-proclaimed not good enough because you are not picked.
Can't you lose
Work
that
harder.
passion? Do you think Harvey Barnes can't lose that passion and want to switch to someone else?
Let me ask a serious question.
We're failing here.
Let me ask.
Why is that failing?
Let me ask a serious.
Why?
Question.
We are failing to convince you of this.
Let me ask a real serious question. Is not singing a pledge of allegiance, or a national anthem commitment to a country?
There are plenty of guys that I've seen, not just in America, in other countries that are from that country that don't sing or do anything during the national anthem.
Okay, I shouldn't have
That's
brought
what
that up.
I
That to
said.
me shows it.
I'm saying if you are out there singing a national anthem in front of 80,000 people, not if you didn't, not if you, but no, is not standing up, putting hand over heart, singing that national anthem, a pledge, an allegiance pledge to that country that you are doing it for, yes or no?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's my case.
To answer, we've got a couple of things in the Facebook chat. Mr. Hobley again saying, couldn't Declan Rice have played for Ireland? You are correct. Yes, he could have played for Ireland, and so could have Jack Grealish, but they never decided to do that because they put on jerseys for the English national team.
They didn't put on senior first team, and they went through the youth ranks. And I think we've all discussed. I think we're all on the same. Grealish is very.
Grealish actually played for the England and for the Irish schoolboys.
Yep.
But the moment he put on an international senior jersey, he was committed to the senior jersey.
Yep. I think we've listen. Going through the youth ranks, you're a youth player. You don't know where you're going to go. Don't know what's going to happen. Understand? Listen, it happens. But once you put on that first full team, first men's jersey, that's it. It's done, in our opinion.
I don't know. Michael Tyson
agrees
with me.
The rule does say you have a one-time switch. So let's I mean. It is what it is. FIFA have changed it because they want to. There's more games. There's more. They want to see players switch. They want to see some of the best players who can't make it into some of the best teams. They want to see more Brazilians, more English, more French, more Germans who can't get into those first teams switch to other countries and help those smaller countries out. I get it. I absolutely get it. I disagree with it. Yes, call me old school. Call Nate. Call Danny old school. Brooks, yeah, you go with the new school. Understood. That's your opinion. Absolutely, you're entitled to it. It's just
that's just how sports are. Just college sports, whatever. Like people can transfer, they transfer.
Yep.
And it's for certain reasons. Sometimes it's selfishness because they don't want to work hard. Sometimes it's just.
And as you and I said before the show started, I hate the transfer portal in college sports.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
Soccer.
My head hurts.
Sucks. Work your butt off, get down, and get back in and earn your playing time.
I think you'll find that the countries who historically have a squad of passionate players in any major tournament or competition are the team that are going to do well.
Are all the French players from France?
do any of them actually play for any senior team other than France, Brooks? Again,
I
it
would
doesn't
say
matter.
most of those
No
guys
one-
probably were born in Africa, and they should. If we're really talking about actual allegiance, of where
Yes,
they're
that's
born,
cool. They
should
were
be playing
born in
the
Africa.
African nations.
Yep, that's cool that they were born in Africa when they were 3 and then fled over to France as a
Just saying,
refugee.
do they-
Just saying. I'm pretty
France.
sure that they're happy for the French citizenship that
big
they were given.
difference in that.
Technically, Brooks, you are correct. Technically, but you are hiding behind a technicality when moral obligation and passion and love for the country that you were born in plays a bigger role. And you are hiding behind a rule that was
So all
created
those
by a bunch of
African-
pencil-pushing pricks that have likely never played the game before, and they just want to monetize that ruling to get better players or more players on the pitch.
So all those people that leave Africa for France love that country.
You mean the refugees
even though they're
that
trying,
were given citizenships and allowed to live there? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're pretty grateful for France. Yeah.
Yeah. But they all move there when the kids are 1, 2, 3 years old and grow up playing
I'm
within
pretty
the system.
sure they
Yeah,
didn't
they're
just
very happy.
hunky-dory jumped over an ocean and said, yeah, this is a cool idea because we love baguettes.
some people leave other countries because they hate the country they're in, but they want a better life, but they don't necessarily love the country. Just saying.
I have nothing to say.
Just saying.
That's the worst analogy.
Doesn't
I've
happen
ever
all
heard.
the time in
That's the
America?
worst- that's the worst analogy I've ever heard.
Doesn't happen all the time in America?
I
People
have
from
no idea.
South America and Central America and Mexico when they come over here, they don't necessarily love our politics and everything, but they come over here because it's going to be a better life for them. Necessarily don't love our country.
How is playing for the Scottish national team a better thing than playing for the English national team?
So number
No,
one.
this goes to Nate's comment about African refugees going over to France.
They were refugees.
Yes, and we have them too, right? That
No,
come
we
into
don't. Not,
America.
what conflicts were going in Central America and Mexico right now? I know we like to call those people refugees, and we're going off on a tangent here, but
Oh, a lot of them came over for COVID, and then the Ukrainians came over as well with everything going on.
Ukraine is a conflict. Yes.
Yes.
You were talking about Mexico.
And ladies and gentlemen, on this latest episode of Fox News, we bring to you the political arm
It's not
of the
Fox
show.
News. I'm just simply saying you're equating refugees that got brought over when they were 2 and 3 from African countries that were going through conflict into France. Yeah, I would like to think that maybe they're pretty grateful about being in France right now. Yeah, that could be a thing.
Stop flexing your muscles.
And again, to the point of they never played for a senior men's national team outside of France.
Stop flexing your muscles.
I can't. It's a natural. And again, to my man Junior, I get it. You're talking about the Germans. And if you're bringing up Luka Podolski, let's be clear on this. He lost his citizenship to play for Germany. So, yeah, I think there were some consequences there. That was the only national team I believe he played for. He didn't switch. And he chose Germany over Poland.
Okay, all right. I think we can almost wrap this up. There's going to be there is a difference of opinions. We're not going to change minds, but I think
have we changed hearts?
No.
Oh.
75% of us agree that the one-time switch is absolutely bullshit.
Well, you're gonna deal with it the rest, so you might as well just deal with it.
I think we can all the four of us will agree that it is garbage. Once you've pulled on that jersey, it is what it is. You should be there. But FIFA being FIFA, and Brooks, FIFA are the best organization ever, the most honest.
Not
people in the
corrupt at
world,
all.
Right? Not
Not
corrupt.
corrupt
U.S.
at all.
soccer,
Not corrupt at all.
Not corrupt at all. U.S. soccer is not quite as corrupt as FIFA. They're getting there. They're getting there.
All the federations are, so
So-
you know.
I don't know what side of the argument he's on right now.
And before anyone brings up Lucio Costa, he has never played for the Argentinian men's national team. He's actively trying to get a citizenship because he loves the U.S. and wants to represent our country. I would
again-
wholeheartedly take that man.
Again,
I take him too.
Again, he hasn't represented the first team for Argentina.
Has not.
So there's no problem there. I'm good with it. No, not an issue. All right, boys, lots of other stuff to get to. Just to put some other pieces out there, Virgil van Dijk handed an extra 1-game ban for saying swear words, whatever he was talking to the referee in the Newcastle game. Excuse me. Got sent off for a red card, then went up to the referee and said some bad stuff, and there we go. Extra 1-game ban. Do we like this or do we not like this? Take out the club. Stop thinking that it is your arch rival or your favorite club or whatever or anything or who they're playing next. I absolutely love this. This is what we need to crack down on. The referee needs to go, yeah, he swore at me. He said blah, blah, blah. Now, this is a men's game. Don't get me wrong. Absolutely 100% agree. There are swear words in men's soccer. It happens. But you need to be respectful of the referee. And for far too long, we've seen players who think they are above and beyond the law of the game and the referees. And now, finally, we are putting a stop to it. Whether you think he is or isn't a world-class player, Virgil van Dijk is one of the best players in the league and the captain of Liverpool. And he said something he shouldn't have said to the referee while representing Liverpool. So now he gets an extra one-game ban. Boys, do we like this? Do we not like it? I think it's a great thing, personally.
Hate it.
Yeah, I figured you'd go that way.
Want to know why?
Yep.
Because I still think the refs should be able to go and just berate the player back and actually fist fight it out. What's a one-match ban going to do?
Like, drop the gloves.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What's a one-match ban going to do?
What the fuck did you say to me, boy? Excuse me, you Netherlands bitch. Get your ass over here. Listen here, if I hear another goddamn peep out of you, one more, asshole, I'm going to deck you across your goddamn mouth.
That's what it should have been like.
That's what.
And here's your yellow.
By the way, the cross referees give it back to the players.
Okay, well, okay.
They do.
Well,
Seriously.
Hold on.
Seriously, they have audio of the guy giving it back, like, quit being a bitch, get in the fucking penalty box.
I have a little
Seriously.
bit.
That's 4 swear words by Brooks today, by the
I know.
way.
I'm just saying, though.
Who had the over? Because you went way past the over.
This could be a
definitely
drinking
one and a
game.
half. Influencer Brooks.
I'm just saying, though.
I'm a bad influence for Brooks. I've got him all heated about
do.
several
You
topics over
absolutely
the last
do.
couple of weeks. Fucking lacrosse, heat maps, Harvey Barnes bullshit.
You
Well,
got
my
me.
VAR,
His hair
my
color going
VAR
gray.
theory was great. So
I just want to say, Danny, you got me heated, but for a completely different.
Yeah, don't stand up.
You
Nate.
stop it.
Don't stand up.
Always.
All right, boys. Listen, it is a good thing, whether we like it or not, but it is a good thing. Hopefully people can start to. What I haven't seen actually happen is we start handing out red cards and yellow cards for people who surround the referee because it's still happening in the club game, and people are still surrounding the referee, and the referees are supposed to quickly hand out yellow cards, but they haven't been doing it. I'd like to see that get there. All right, other news today, Luis Rubiales has resigned as the Spanish soccer president. Probably for the best, to be honest. There are dividing opinions on this, to be frank.
Who's divided on it?
I will not go into it. It's definitely not me. I think he should have resigned earlier. I think it is a horrible thing what he did. But I have actually heard some females from the other side say, what did he do?
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
What did he do?
I would love to hear that perspective, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, what did he do?
So this is the man.
I don't know.
You don't remember what he
Wait a minute. Whoa. Wait. Has he been living under a
No, I'm just
freaking
saying.
rock?
Spanish women's national team
So
when
when
they received
Spain-
their award?
He
Overly affectionate?
He was.
It's a different culture.
He was affectionate to the point of openly kissing one of the Spanish female national team players during a medal ceremony.
They don't do that in Spain?
Unless he's willing to do that to Iniesta, then no.
Did he do it to Iniesta?
No.
No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, yes.
Did he want to do it to Iniesta?
We don't know.
I don't know.
You know what? We'll email him to find out.
Can I do it to Iniesta?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
All right, cool.
So, yes, he has resigned today after a long-standing
The coach got fired as well.
You know, that's
women's national team coach did get fired this
and
week.
he won a World Cup.
Women's
And that-
national team.
But he
coach
had
got
nothing to
fired,
do
yeah.
with that whole thing, though, right?
No, he didn't. But
It was just they disliked him, right?
So what happened was he came out and supported Rubiales, and then he all of a sudden switched sides and said, I don't think this is actually a good thing.
Oh,
And now he kind of flip-flopped, and then the Spanish Football Association said,
you gotta
you're
go
out.
too.
Wait, this guy was called Ruby?
Rubiales.
Yeah, I can't trust anyone by the name of Ruby.
Yeah. Luis Rubiales.
How many rubies do you know?
None in my life at this moment because I kicked them all out. Can't trust them.
Keep it up. So he is gone. He's out. And Danny, you're right. The head coach of Spain, who just won the World Cup, has been fired as well. That was earlier this week. Some other pieces came out today. Bruce Arena has resigned. Big investigation going on by the Athletic and within MLS for
The Godfather.
Rumor is rumor is, and this, well, excuse me, hold on. Before I go to the rumors, what's true is the assistant coach is the one who started this. The assistant coach, Bruce Arena's own assistant coach, the assistant coach should be the right-hand man, in my opinion, ratted him out and said he's used harsh language and has been seen to yell. So I want an investigation. Now, I don't want to hear that he used racist and abusive language because that's horrible, but if we're talking about a head coach yelling and using harsh language, is this what our society and is this what we've come to? And is this what our game is going down? This is a little ridiculous. Nate, I gotta be honest. I'm really worried for you right now.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
Bobby Knight would have not done well in this area, would he?
No, he definitely.
Oh, he wouldn't. No, he'd be in jail.
Listen.
I'm going to tell you real quick before you go there, Nate. I was in a soccer facility at a local tournament about 2 weeks ago, run by Danny, the Reds tournament. Well done on the tournament. I was inside a facility, and my child was playing, and there was 8 fields played in there.
Sorry about that.
Yep. And I heard one coach yelling above all the other coaches. Now, he wasn't yelling harsh words. It definitely was that man. That man.
Now, I don't yell. I just speak with a tone that everyone can hear me at.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
There's an echo in there, isn't there?
Yeah. And, honestly, it's really, as a coach, and as a person, you can't just fucking swear all the time because it's just fucking ridiculous. If you don't have anything to fucking and the reality is if you're not going to be mature enough to actually articulate fucking words, then you're just not smart enough to be a person, really. You know what I mean? Fuck.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I mean,
yeah. Hey, you know what? Welcome to 2023. Oh my God, you yelled. Did you give all the kids a trophy and say thank you and then hand them a coupon to McDonald's?
I did.
Didn't? You're fired.
We have to muzzle you, I think.
Yeah.
I'll give you some happy pills.
Yeah.
Or to quote the best quote that came out of last week's show. And I love you, Brady. I do. I give you shit for it, but I love you. The best quote that came out last week after your rant, by the way, and I'm pissing myself, curled over in the corner laughing, was after you got done with your rant, you turned around and went, I need a minute. He turns around and he goes, you need to take a walk with God.
Yeah.
It was the best comment ever.
Yeah,
Happens.
Well,
no, I would like to think that Bruce Arena did something else.
I know.
He was like,
I know.
How about just not be good?
Maybe Bruce Arena needs to find God.
Maybe Bruce Arena was just bad at his job, and they're like,
That. You were yelling.
Do we
He's from Long Island, man. You know those Long Islanders.
Do we need to get DeJuan Jones on for the scoop?
I mean, I would love to ask Dwan what's going on, but
he
I don't want to
can't.
put him in the
He's
situation
too humble.
either.
He's too humble
DeJuan-
to say anything.
DeJuan Jones can't talk about it right now because he's in therapy over the podcast.
Over the.
DeJuan, if you're watching this show brought to you by We Are Soccer, give your old coach a call and give me this inside scoop, please.
Exactly.
DeJuan Jones, only watching PG movies, is now going through verbal rehab after the tirade that he heard from one Bruce Arena.
Yeah.
Speaking of former U.S. men's national team coaches, another one was recently hired.
Klinsmann.
No, it wasn't Klinsmann. All right, go ahead and break it up. Go ahead, do it.
Bob Bradley going back to Stabæk.
Stabæk in Norway.
Norman stop it right there.
Stabæk, huh?
Hey, you did a dad joke.
That's not a dad joke.
Yeah, it is. Come on.
Definitely a dad joke.
Yeah.
I agree, a dad joke.
We got him on the dad jokes now.
Bob Bradley was recently fired by Toronto and is now heading back to Norway and is going to be coaching Stabæk. He recently coached them several years ago. He's coming back. They're in need. It's an interesting situation. Not really sure. I did not see. He's 65 years old. They must be in real need. That's all I've got to say. Anyway.
65?
Oh, yeah,
Bradley is 65, yeah.
He looks good for 65, man.
He does.
Yeah, he's not bad, yeah. I mean, you got to think.
You can't see the gray hair because he's bald.
Yeah.
Just saying, he looks good for 65.
Yeah, he's not bad. Yeah, I'm not going to.
Gotta take back all the mean things I just said about him and in life and totally.
No.
ladies and gentlemen, if you're not watching the screens right now, and maybe Craig can just turn it over to Brooks' table, but
it's about that time.
It's about that time where Brooks has gone all supernova on
About
us.
the last 20 minutes of the show usually.
Brooks has gone all supernova on us.
Actually, I'm kind of I'm calm right now, but if we get to another topic, maybe.
And he's pulled the mic. How are you going to spin the wheel with the mic in your hand?
Yeah,
I think I can multitask.
No, that's gonna go shit-tacular. You're gonna have to put that mic back.
Yeah.
Well, we got to see Craig's family video first, right?
You can barely spin the wheel with.
This is a loose family video. Some idiot has sent us a video saying he's part of my family.
Let's see the video. I want to see the video.
I do too.
All right. Well,
Video.
all right. So just so everybody's aware,
Victor
I've
said he
had-
wants to see it really badly.
Victor definitely wants to see it. He loves videos.
Yes, and my buddy Andre.
Everybody, if you watched the show recently, we've had some video submissions from people who say they're related to me. I do not understand where these are coming from. So we will show you the newest one from this idiot now.
I can help you with that. They're coming from this thing called the internet.
Yeah, I think that's what this guy said. So it's so funny. I'm going to have to show you. We'll show you that right now. It's only about 40 seconds long. So watch this idiot Colton. Well, howdy, y'all. I can't believe I found you. This is more stunning than a domesticated pig making coffee in the morning. I jumped on my computer machine and inserted my AOL disk and searched on YouTube for something, and there you were, plain as day. Whoa, man, you made it. Look at you all big time with your friends Nate, Danny, and Brooks. Man, you remember that family reunion back in '92? You remember that? Man, we were playing in the sand pit, we were shooting hoops and wrangling hogs. Good times, buddy, good times. Listen, you ever find yourself down in Mississippi anytime soon, you look me up. I got some wicked ass moonshine you gotta try. This stuff will blow your head off and make you sing George Strait songs all night long. All right, man, I gotta go. There's some horses out back I gotta wrangle, and there's some pigs out the other side I gotta feed. You have fun with that there soccer show you got. All right, adios.
Like legit moonshine.
I have not had moonshine.
Oh yeah, I've had legit moonshine.
Really?
It made my
Itchy, doesn't it?
Oh, it. So first thing, I made someone else drink it before me and waited like half a second.
Smart
Yeah,
move.
exactly.
Smart
And
move.
then I had it, and then it literally made my molars tingle. My back teeth literally were tingling.
It's like gasoline.
Holy crap!
Yeah. By the way, I don't think people say wicked, but I don't know. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I don't know. What are you looking at me for? I didn't say it.
Yeah, when's the last time you've been to Mississippi? People are walking around like the Mississippi River going, this is a wicked awesome river, man.
Like,
Look at these trees. It's wicked.
I feel like
Well,
they
they
say.
got old Mississippi.
I feel like in Boston they say wicked a little more.
You know what? I
know?
would love to take Danny like to some deep south place and have him just do that accent the whole time and see how many people he convinces. And then once he convinces enough, switch right to how he normally speaks and just watch their minds blow.
Greg,
So
what
we
about
are-
your cousin from Boston?
We are soccer road trip.
Boston?
Yes,
Yeah.
in
we are
Boston.
soccer.
Yeah.
Was soccer
Sam
road trip?
Adams.
Yeah.
To the south. The
Was-
English goes to the south.
Was soccer is going south.
This show has gone south.
How south?
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
We'll take a road trip one day, boys. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
We are digging into some more Colonel Lager from Dog and Pony
Did
Show.
you were you able not to foam yourself over there into misexistence?
Yep. Yeah, it works perfect. Yeah. I
I
don't have a funny shaped cup like you.
It's not the cup. I've done it myself. I had like from here to here was solid foam, and a little bit of beer around the shoe. Looked like he was wearing a sock. I had to sneeze. It did though.
It looked like he
It
was
did.
wearing a sock. All right, it's almost time for Wheel of Randomness, but we got to get a couple of pieces out of the way here. Just so you guys are aware, Inter Miami won again.
Who?
Inter Miami.
Good for them.
Without Messi, so that dispels the theory of these two idiots standing around and saying that they're really going to struggle without Messi.
So
How's San Jose
young guy-
there,
Hold on,
Brooks?
let me do that again. They're really going to struggle without Messi. Well, they just kicked somebody's ass this weekend without Messi.
Is that me or Nate you're trying to mimic?
A 1-goal wins an ass kicking.
Well, it was 3-1, but
3-1. The
last
second goal was academic.
Yeah, it was.
So at SKC's at the bottom of the table in the
Yeah,
Western.
and that was the
still
other point I was going to make. How
Still
is
dispels the theory that they're going to struggle without Messi, which is what you said.
You know what? Not only were they missing
All right.
Messi, they were missing 7 other players, top players as well. What? Now, Brooks, I do have a question for you. Why did the goalie Calendar not? Why was he playing? I thought he was called into camp,
thought
U.S.
he
men's
was
national
called
team
in,
camp.
Oh, I don't know why. Did they switch up something?
I don't know.
I didn't see anything about
Yeah,
that.
Calendar was playing because last night
Oh,
I tuned in.
Oh,
I was like,
kinda
what
saw
the
this.
heck?
Okay, no, he wasn't going to be in the team for the first game. I remember seeing this for the first one. He was going to travel after this SKC game to meet up with the national team.
Okay, so
because Turner has to go back to England because his wife's having I think there's their second child they're having.
Oh, okay. So
yes.
Turner started this first game against Uzbekistan, and he played very well, by the way.
Yeah.
Made 2 very
He's done
big
well for Nottingham
stops.
Forest.
Oh, yeah, he's playing well.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And then, so he's heading back, and Calendar's heading in for the game against Oman. Whether he gets into the game, we will see. But, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Because all of a sudden, he was called in, and the big announcement and everything, and then I watched, and wait a minute, same day, the 2 teams are playing, and there's Calendar playing for Inter Miami again as they won. No Joseph Martinez. They were missing Joseph Martinez, Messi, Chris Melli. They were missing 3 of the central defender. They're missing a lot of players.
Yeah,
I gotta
Kramashi.
be honest, boys. This really freaking pisses me off about the MLS.
They played during the national
They
break.
played during the international.
So I think there was
Why?
a rule next year because Tata Martino was talking about that they want to change it where they don't play during the national break. I believe they want to make sure
I
they
think they
don't.
need to keep it.
You would say that.
Yeah, because
Yeah, but you know
No,
what?
Because we need something else to watch other than these
I
international.
mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But how are you going to feel when FC Cincinnati go and Luciano Acosta gets called into the men's national team? Yeah.
And they ain't call him Brandon Vasquez because he's not in the inner circle, so it's all right.
Yeah, you're not wrong. He should be there, though.
He should be
He
there.
should be there.
I mean, at least they took 2 Balogun and Pepe. I mean, at least they took 2 good ones. At least it wasn't Haji Wright.
But Vasquez stands at 4 inches taller than him. Is much more physical. A different player.
Much more better target striker.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Anyways.
Hot take from me. I'd prefer to see Vasquez there over Balogun.
Ooh.
Fair enough.
Hot take for me. That was making me hot. Hot take.
That was all for you, Nate. You're welcome.
What's your heat map look like?
Oh, my heat map's
You're
out for Chuck.
welcome.
And to Danny on his love for heat maps.
All right, so I really wanted to avoid talking about a certain
Ridiculous.
club today. We do have to mention. We're not going to go in depth about it though. But I think it would. Listen, Anthony was dropped from the Brazil squad because of investigations that are going on, and now he's taking a leave of absence from Manchester United. As that continues, as the investigation is going on, 3 women have come out and said he abused them. Just not the right, as Danny put it before the show started, not good timing for Manchester United as a club. That's kind of all I have. I think it was on us to at least mention it. Danny, you got anything? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the way that the football club is being run at the moment. I think I've said that for a number of years now, and I definitely don't like these instances of abuse towards women from these 2 players. It's a very sensitive subject, and obviously we've got to, protect the victims and obviously, not talk about the accusers until the investigation's taken its place. But I think it's probably the best course of action for both, Anthony and Manchester United and Brazil. To be honest with you, there's obviously a lot of media around it. I don't know who advised Anthony to come out and speak the way he did. But I think it was a really poor move.
Hope it wasn't the agent. Yeah.
I think it was a really poor move, and obviously, prayers and solitude go out to the victims, because obviously something's happened. We don't know what's happened, and obviously we'll let the investigation play out. But it's not a good time to be a Manchester United fan at the moment. A lot of disgrace around the club, so hopefully those situations get resolved, and we can go from there.
Just another kind of black eye on the club that they don't need right now. It's bizarre, and the more things keep happening, it's when it rains it pours, as they say. So I figured we had to mention it because Anthony was dropped from the Brazil squad, and now he is put on leave, and we do not know for how long. By the way, when you put on leave, you are still picking up your pay. So he is still picking up pay, but he is having time off to deal with the investigation and answer questions and defend himself. So he has claimed innocence. We will just stick with that for now. All right. We're going to jump to something a little bit more fun and happier. Brooks, on your table, you have, we can't see it. If you spin it around just slightly, there you go. You notice how some of it disappears, though, because of the, anyway, I won't say it. Anyway, This is Wheel of Randomness. We spin, Brooks spins the wheel, and whatever it lands on, we answer individually.
Yes.
There are soccer questions. There are non-soccer questions. There's just random stuff on there. So, Wheel of Randomness. Here,
Nate's got a pen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Oh,
This is interesting.
Well, my answers are always the best, so.
do I need a pen? Shoot, where's my number 2 pencil? I forgot it again. This is like a bad dream I had in high school. Crap.
Are you wearing any pants?
Of course not.
Then it's just like that dream you had in high school.
Just like that dream in high school.
And high school.
You're
Everything with you is below the belt today. Like, what's up with that?
He's missed me.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
I've been away for the weekend.
I didn't have any time with Danny on his couch.
No
Fair enough.
Wow.
All
All right,
ready?
boys. Here's the time for Wheel of Randomness. Brooks, lead us off, my friend.
All right. All right. All right. What real job should us actually have? So everyone, you can answer for everyone. Like, based on their appearance and their personality, what job do you really think they should have outside of the one they work in?
Wait,
If you met us,
Am I answering for myself or am I answering for the other people?
is it a dream job or actually my job?
dang it.
Is it supposed to be like if I could have
Like
any job?
So if we
Like, am I supposed to pick Nate's job?
hold on, if like we met each other randomly and we were like, I think he does this like for a job.
Oh,
What do you-
okay.
yeah, that type of thing.
yeah. So
You never met each other before, and the first time you met each other, you're like, I think he.
So I gotta say what I think that you three full-time jobs you have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we've never had a conversation.
Correct.
Just
Just by appearance and just maybe talking like very short time.
All right.
Yeah.
That's an interesting question there, Brooks. All right, who wants to go first?
I'll go last.
Of course. You can't go last for all of them, though, Nate.
All right.
Brooks, you gonna go first?
Yeah.
Lead us off
Nate, lawyer.
because of his argumentative
Yep.
style.
Danny, finance.
Oh, hey, well done.
Craig,
Dishwasher.
rock star.
Hey, yes. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Like, yeah, I'm a rock star.
Yeah.
Can I switch? I want Danny's job. I want to be a finance guy. They earn a lot of money. All right, Danny, you're up next, my friend.
Oh, bloody hell. Brooks, greeter at Walmart.
Really? You get that from me? Wow.
Nate's crossing stuff on his list. He's like, I had that written down as well. Okay.
Brooks, greeter at Walmart. Nate. No, I'll go Craig next. Craig is the manager at Total Soccer West. Because he's always there,
This is true.
pretty much. He's always there on a Thursday night. Anyway, Nate, my personal assistant.
Wait, but that's what I already do.
I have that job.
Well, we
already
need to
have that
change
job.
your fucking responsibilities then because they're shit.
I thought I was doing quite well.
That's awesome. All right. I guess I'll go. All right. I'm going to say, Brooks, you are definitely someone who works with numbers and stats. So let's go with, you can be the finance guy. Why not? Let's go with that. Danny's going to be a runway model for a women's clothing brand. You always need, listen, it's 2023, and men are allowed to do that now.
Am I allowed to work for Nike?
Yes, you can. The Nikes.
My name Dylan.
And, well, Nate's gonna be the manager and the sweat wiper upper at Powerhouse Gym.
Again, that's already a position I have.
I know. I've seen you do this, so it's yeah. All right, Nate, you're up. What are the three of us?
All right,
do?
and now for the right answers, ladies and gentlemen. Danny over here would be an international sex model who is known for his
Sex model.
and is known for his good looks and ability to sell all sexy items. Anything you could think of, from men's underwear to watches to cologne. You would be a one-stop shop, Danny, internationally known, and everyone would have a line of items just called the Danny.
Ooh, that might be a new shirt we have to put out.
The Danny. Brooks, I originally had librarian. And I looked at it and I said, wait a minute. I can do better. Brooks Lambier Jr., ladies and gentlemen, is now the chief operator over at the Novi DMV. That's right. When you go into the DMV, you will be greeted by Brooks, who will talk to you at non-lengthy stop and hand you all the paperwork you need for your 45 minutes minimal to 3-hour wait time, as he statistically looks up what you have to get done in order to get your driver's license. And Craig, you, sir.
Oh, God.
Congratulations. You are now Prime Minister of Luxembourg. Not quite England, because you're not quite English, but Luxembourg. That tiny little dot on the map needs a new Prime Minister, and you, my friend, you are it. By the way, Luxembourg, fun fact, has one of the few running chilies there are in this world.
I'm all right with that.
There you go.
All right with that.
That's not bad, buddy.
I'm gonna hold on, Brooks. Before you say something, I'm gonna read off what Victor just said.
I was gonna read their yeah.
All right.
This Michael Tyson has one too.
Victor, I'll read in Victor's. You read Michael's.
Okay.
Victor said, "Craig, you're a used car dealer." Yeah, you're not wrong. Brooks, you're a firefighter.
All right.
What? Victor, what are you watching?
All right.
Nate, you are a Home Depot shelf stocker, and Danny is a sex phone operator. Yeah, I like those. All right, Brooks, what did Michael Tyson say?
Michael Tyson, Nate, you're a strip club DJ.
And ladies and gentlemen, Jasmine coming to the pole for you. I would imagine that's how that sounds if I've
That
ever
you
been
would.
there.
I think I would imagine that's how it sounds as well. Actually,
I've already. I've
Walmart greeter. And by like 75 years old, and like retired.
No. There's a different type of younger Walmart greeter that's not
onwards.
So I'm in high school.
Onwards.
No.
Good afternoon, ladies and
He
gentlemen.
does not shop.
Hold
at
on a
Walmart,
second.
boys.
I
Hold
do
on.
not.
Hold on, ladies and gentlemen.
No, the greeters tend to be a certain profession area, either 75 or
Something else.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Brooks. Welcome to Walmart. I'm here for all your VAR needs. Fuck that. I'm going to Target.
Brooks, finish off Michael Tyson's. What did he say for the rest of us?
Oh, did he list stuff for you?
Oh, I thought he listed others. All right.
He
never
didn't.
mind.
He
All
didn't,
right.
just Nate.
All right. Another spin the wheel. Wheel of Randomness.
All right.
Victor just wanted to say that Danny's now available in extra large. Always extra large is what Danny's available.
All right. Our top 3 movies of all time.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Top 3.
I'll go second.
Top 3 movies of all time.
I'll go last.
Okay. I'll go first. All right. Number 1, always on the list. Absolutely every single time, always on the list. Snatch. Guy Ritchie movie. Absolutely. I'm a huge Guy Ritchie fan. Number 2, also a Guy Ritchie movie. The Gentleman. Matthew McConaughey. Number 3, the name escapes me, so I look like an idiot, but the one that's always on TNT with the guy who's in jail, who breaks out of jail at the end.
Shawshank Redemption?
Shawshank Redemption.
Holy crap, you forgot that name?
I did. I was just talking about it the other day with someone for like an hour. Yeah. Anyway, those are my top 3. Brooks, do you want to go next?
Yeah. 1, Remember the Titans.
You're a small child. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. 2, Old School. 3.
All right, there you go.
3, Cocktail with Tom Cruise.
Whoa, reaching back. That was before you were born, my friend.
Big Elizabeth Shue fan.
No idea who that is. Onwards, Danny or Nate, you're
I'll
next.
go.
Yep.
So, number 1 with a bullet is a movie I've seen so many times that I probably can recite the whole thing by memory. It is a locally made movie by a locally comedian and local director, Sam Raimi. Army of Darkness, pure masterpiece. If you've never seen it before, comedic gold, if you will. Die Hard would be number 2 because it's a great Christmas movie and it's just fantastic. And number 3 is a movie that barely missed out on winning several Academy Awards. Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think it was up for several Academy Awards.
Shocked that you picked a muscle movie.
Several. Let off some steam, Bennett. Remember when I said I'd kill you last?
Okay, so not for the first
I
time.
lied.
Not for the first time in our many weeks together, Craig. I'll agree with you. My number 1 movie of all time is Shawshank Redemption.
There you go.
Number 1. Number 2, With a Bullet.
Over Commando?
Yes.
Weird.
Number 2, With a Bullet.
With a bullet.
Fight Club.
Oh, yeah. There you
The
go.
only rule is we don't talk about Fight Club.
Over Commando?
Yes.
Still weird.
And third,
Yep.
which is a
Commando?
Patrick Swayze.
Roadhouse.
Yes, baby.
Ooh, okay.
Not Over Commando. Come on.
Well done.
Roadhouse
Have you
is-
ever seen
Go cut.
Commando?
You know what?
He goes into a shed and he comes out and he pitchforks a guy and he takes like a saw blade and goes through another guy's head.
And he does it
It's
all with
awesome.
weapons. He does it all with weapons. And do you know what Patrick Swayze does? He uses
Hands.
his bare fingers to rip a
Not
guy's
true.
throat out.
Not true. At the end, he gets in a fist fight with Bennett, and that's where he throws a pipe through his stomach into the vent system, and steam comes out, and that's where the line.
He uses
let
weapons.
off some. No, they got into a
He
fist
uses
fight.
weapons.
No, it was a fist fight.
But he used weapons to kill him.
No, he used a pipe. He ripped off the
weapon.
wall.
So
All
a
right,
pipe is not
all
a
right,
weapon.
boys. All right,
Dumbass.
boys. All right, boys.
Yep.
Brooks,
You've never seen Commando, have you?
I was going to read the comments, and
All
then
right,
do you
yep.
want to spin it or are we done?
Read the comments and then we'll be done. Let's go.
Okay.
What do we
All
got?
right. So we got Victor, Dazed and Confused,
Ooh, yes.
Interstellar, and Dumb and Dumber.
Nobody understands Interstellar. It doesn't count.
Michael Tyson, Step Brothers.
Yep.
Andre, Casino, Ocean's 11, and 13, and they counts them as one. And the one with Jet Li.
Very nice.
Yes.
Good picks.
Victor, you wanna call Arnold to his face that
Victor.
at his age
I
now.
love the Days of Confused pick there, Victor. Well done.
Yeah.
All right, boys. That'll do us for the night. Appreciate it. Again, I want to say a big thank you to some of our partners and sponsors. Excuse me. Soccer World, Next Level Training, Dog and Pony Show Brewing out in Oak Park, and the Michigan Jags. Guys, it's been a blast. We appreciate all the love and all the comments and everything for everybody chipping in. Appreciate it. For me and the boys in the studio, we would like to say thank you, and we'll see you